We are here.
We're here. Okay. Recap from your last session. Session starts off. Vile is unconscious on the ground. Don't have a lot of time to dwell on that because Strahd comes to visit. You guys have a fun.
Well, I was gonna say horde of bats.
Hordes of bats.
And
then
the
we
horse
find
bat.
out,
And the horse bat.
Yeah.
Strahd really did show up in just the most gay-ass, dramatic way possible.
Yes.
He may
Also-
be an incel, but at least he's got a flair for the
Curse
dramatic.
of homo.
Curse of homo. No, that's Virgil's timeline.
Curse of incel.
I was gonna ask if I should be staring at a black screen, but then I scrolled to the bottom right corner and I realized.
Yes. Please scroll down and to the right if you can't see where you are. After your very fun visit with Strahd, where Mithril and Virgil were friendly to Strahd, you
traitors.
guys, fucking class traitors.
I really enjoy that you wrote down the name for Blinsky's monkey, but not Blinsky.
Yeah.
We all know who the important one was.
We all know who the important one is. You guys make it to Velaki. Irina's upset at some of the party members. Things you learn and do in Velaki. Vile goes to the church. The church is not sacred ground because bones are gone. We don't know what's up with that. You guys.
I got some ideas.
You got some ideas. Mithril and Bello goes to perform, and Mithril and Bello and the entire party gets invited to a dinner at the Baron's house to talk about the Festival of the Blazing Sun by a guy named Isaac with a huge arm. Virgil goes and gets you guys tavern rooms, and has a lunch date with a vampire spawn. And then Min, Irina, Vile go to the toy maker Blinksy, where the toy maker has a doll that looks like Irina.
And that's not creepy.
He did not seem to realize it was Irina until he saw Irina and was like, "Oh,
that's weird.
This is a weird thing." But Min and Vile are getting toys made. It's now time to go to the Baron's mansion and have dinner. What are you guys talking about as you go there? Specifically, Bello. Is Bello saying anything? Because Bello is the one that Baron.
Am I saying anything as we're going?
Yeah, are you guys talking? Does Bello have any information they want to share?
I'm gonna take 10 minutes prior to dinner to use Inspiring Leader.
Okay.
So all of you guys get 6 temp HP.
Hell yeah.
Look, I'm just saying that Isaac should really look into just getting a girlfriend.
Hold on.
Fucking doll of Irina over there. Fucking one giant arm.
I think we both know how he got the giant arm.
I think we all know how he got the giant arm.
He's trying to get
I'm gonna be right back. We have 2 spiders, and Ben seems a little freaked out.
Just leave him alone.
Or don't leave them alone and commit murder.
What are they gonna do? They're just spiders.
You gotta kill those bitches.
No, because if you squish them and they have eggs in them, then you're gonna explode eggs everywhere, and then you're gonna have more spiders.
Determine whether or not the spider is female.
Genuinely?
Good luck.
If this was just
I
one
have
arm,
to
it would be
squish-
Isaac.
Genuinely, I feel like if I squished a spider and it exploded into a bunch of baby ones, I think I would functionally just die. I think I would pour gasoline over myself and my house and just run through it.
Understandable. Have a nice day.
Killing a spider and then watching 1,000 tiny little spiders explode out of it, I think, is the epitome of, like, fucking, like, horror. Like,
Yes.
I genuinely
Like-
can't watch those videos because if I watch those videos, I get way too anxious. Like,
My
it's
apologies.
better than any horror movie I have ever seen. Welcome back. How'd the spider kill?
We killed one spider. I think there's another one. Ben just was like, I was worried Ben was having a panic attack.
Also, Irina
like-
has 6 temp HP too.
Okay, I will write that down. Yeah. Are you guys talking about anything overall? It doesn't have to be Bello. Like, are you guys basically talking before the mansion at all?
So I think Bello gave everyone the mom talk, like, everybody on your best behavior. We're going to a fancy dinner.
Thanks, clown dad, mom, person.
Thanks.
Clown rent.
Clown.
Thanks, Clown Rent. Are we talking Clown Rent? Like Bug Rent, but worse.
Like me, but a darker reality.
Like you, but the worst
What are we
timeline.
talking about? It's still just Moth.
Yeah.
I think Virgil, because Virgil's like right next to Mithril, would just be like, hold on, I need to accent up. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, I'll be back in like 2 minutes. Hold on.
We gotta do some vocal exercises for this one.
We all have the
Yeah, I
have the
do.
slowest start forever.
Also,
For D&D
I'd just
days.
like to say, from now on, I want all of you to keep in mind that if one of you hears Bello, the rest of you don't. Bello
Yeah?
has
Oh,
to specifically be.
Only the person Bello is speaking to can hear them.
Yes.
I hate it here.
That's bad. I don't like it.
I mean, I'm just thinking that's gonna be real inconvenient for you when you try to talk to the entire party about something.
Hey, it's okay. In a couple of levels, I'll be able to talk to the entire party.
Okay. All right. Have you ever been to a dinner party before?
Well, they had like feasts sometimes, but all I really did was just kind of sit there and bless people. I didn't really do the whole like party thing.
Not to interrupt and be distracting, but I totally thought Virgil was just gonna be like, "Get a load of this clown over here thinking I've never been to a dinner party before."
No,
Um,
Virgil has manners and boundaries.
Uh-huh.
I have one of those
Uh-huh.
things.
And it's not
And
boundaries.
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 Some would argue you don't have the manners either.
Well, I've been to many dinner parties back in my homeland. But
Youth.
yeah, back in my youth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
No.
Yo.
I suspect this one will not be very different from the rest of them. You can see Virgil's like actually kind of dressed slightly nicer than he normally is, which is ironic considering he's always dressed pretty nicely.
Min over here is just excited, like, I've never even been to a party before.
Yeah,
Aw.
the only thing that's changed about Mithril is they respectfully peace-tied their sword.
I would say, I imagine, I guess I did have a fancy Virgil made for a reason.
Yeah.
Well, now you get to use it.
Now we get to use
honestly,
fancy
just
version.
imagine he has his modern fixings with eyes and a scar and etc. But
Fucking
yeah, that's
twink.
basically that's what he's wearing. He is. Twink
So
Supreme.
goddamn twink.
We love it. We love to see it.
Yeah, he's like basically dressed in what appears to be like a military dress kind of thing.
Min is basically wearing the same thing because poor monk.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
poor
Vile-
woman.
Did
Vile
Vile
does
try
not
to
have
dress up?
other. Vile does not have other clothes as an option. They did not leave the house with clothes. Like they were given the pants and a hairband, and that is it. I think Vile did take off the hairband, so it's like robot head and then pants. But like that's the only clothes they got. They can't change.
Bald.
Bald, bald, bald.
Vile's just like, what do you mean I have to wear clothing?
I think Vile literally considers going nude because like Vile is like, well, whenever my dad ate back in our house, I didn't wear clothes, but that was because I didn't own clothes. I guess I should probably wear clothes now that I have them.
I like to think.
Do I have to tailor a full set of clothing for Vile now too?
Are we going to go clothes shopping after this?
You're gonna be busy for the next month.
Okay.
I like to think that Bello is in this outfit. But
That
if you
outfit.
ever remember Bello taking time to change,
I hate it here.
Bella
I
just
hate
We
it.
look
kinda
away and then
showed
we
up.
look back and Bello is wearing something different.
Everyone's just like, what the fuck? And Bella's like, I don't know what you mean.
I don't know what you
What's the
mean.
problem?
No.
jingles miserably.
I think Virgil. I'm assuming this is accurate positioning. Vile's like what, right behind Virgil?
I was going to say, if you guys want to change positioning at all, now's the time.
I feel like
Meeting you guys.
Okay,
me and Honk Honk Bitch should go in first since we were the ones formerly invited.
I think Virgil would be standing like right here then.
I
Just
think
center side.
I think I'll make one change to since I think I can probably be assumed at some point somebody explained that this is a fancy dinner party to Min.
Fancy
So
Denny's.
Min is like Min is, still wearing the same outfit, but Min has like properly put the robe on.
Wow. She's getting real
Wow.
fancy.
She's so fancy.
What about I guess Virgil would talk to Irina and just be like, do you have history with this Baron?
My father does. I was too young to remember meeting him the last time I was in Vallaki proper.
What do you know about him?
From what I understand, he might have changed since my father has known him since looking around here and talking to Father. What the fuck is his name?
Sam.
I can see
Father
his name.
fucking what's his name?
Father Petrovich. There we go. Father
Mother
Petrovich.
Petra bitch.
Father
yeah, that guy.
Petrovich.
Eh,
He might be a little, she does like the circles around the head, like a little bit crazy
Cuckoo.
type of sign.
I love her.
But we
also-
will just have to go in and see.
I also want to state Min's properly wearing the robe and she fucking hates it.
She's like adjusting,
Like,
like
it's-
she's very obviously
like, it's-
uncomfortable.
Yeah, like this thing is so damn stuffy.
Someone put Min into like Sunday's best, and Min is just waiting to like take it back off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like if you put an actual squirrel in a robe.
Yeah.
It's just like I want to take this off, get this thing off of me.
Bello?
Why is my roll 20 lagging so bad today?
What have you done to it?
What has happened to me?
You chillin'? You vibing?
But yeah, unless there's a
Dazzle.
little razzle dazzle. Yeah, I guess if that's pretty much it. Who's knocking on the door?
Hello, Edison.
Heaven's door.
Knock,
Edison?
knock.
Edison's knocking on the door?
Knock,
Yeah,
knock,
Edison
knock,
and
knock,
Peggy.
Edison and Peggy knock on the door. Okay,
See
you
Virgil,
guys.
like backs up Mithril.
We're here. Okay. Why is this so laggy? Sorry, I'm. What has happened to my What has happened to my boy?
What?
You are the one causing problems.
It's just distracting. I'm just confused. So you're greeted. They're like big double doors. Let me read you the little
Big.
excerpt as you guys walk up. Let me scroll back to it. This mansion has walls of plastered stone that display many scars from where the plaster has fallen away from age and neglect. Drapes cover every window, including a large arched opening above the mansion's double entrance doors. So they're huge. They're like arched double doors. You knock and you can you hear someone moving, like looking through a peephole before the doors open, and it's just a maid in a nice polite maid outfit, and she's like, "Oh, you must be the guest for the Baron tonight. Isaac said he invited you."
Do the talking clown.
Hmm?
You do the talking clown.
Mithril's taking backseat on this
You
one.
swung as the invite.
I think I cut out. I don't know what was said.
A maid just opened the door and said, "Oh, you guys must be the people to visit the Baron. Isaac invited you guys." Like asking for confirmation on who you are.
Yeah, Bello's gonna nod and kind of bowed a head and tipped a hat.
She kind of steps out of the way and she's like, "Well, I will go fetch the Baron. Until then, you guys are free to have a look around. Let me put you guys all inside that."
Did she recognize the weird clown?
I don't know. We'll see. Does she recognize the clown? No, she does. She does not recognize the clown. She's pretending she doesn't see the clown, even though she's talking to the clown.
She is very fortunate to have not recognized the clown.
Can everybody move, by the way? Yes, yes, yes. Virgil, can you move? Yes,
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. So yeah, so she's gonna go. She's gonna come get you guys when the Baron and his wife are ready to eat dinner. Until then, you are free to look around the mansion.
When they're ready to look at this band of weirdos and freaks.
Yeah. You guys want to hear?
And we're still not sure which ones are the weirdos and which ones are the freaks.
Yeah. You guys are in a. This lettering is whatever. I'm not going to complain about the book again. You guys are in the entrance hall right now. Framed portraits adorn the walls of this grand foyer.
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 Which features a wide staircase with sculpted railing. A long carpeted hall attached to the foyer stretches almost the length of the mansion and has several doors leading away from it, including one at the far end. Bundles of twigs are heaped against them.
Twigs.
So, twigs.
Tweak.
Twigs.
Hmm.
What is causing you to...
Is it like firewood? Why do they have bundles of twigs?
Yeah, it looks like it could be firewood. Are you as the maid leaves, are you looking? Sorry, I didn't mean to move you. Are you are you asking her what the twigs are for?
No.
Okay. Violet, someone wants to go in here. I saw it click. Yeah, you can step inside. It's not locked.
Yeah, Vile was given permission to explore. Vile's gonna explore.
Okay.
Vile was gonna explore whether or not permission was given. This just
Yeah.
makes it more acceptable.
I guess Virgil would stick with the child.
Is ever
I'm gonna go this way.
is there? Okay,
Ooh,
you're going that way.
Smoking room.
Irina is going to stay with. Min, where are you going?
I will stay with the marshmallow.
Okay. Marshmallow, where are you
Guess-
going?
I
This
guess we
room.
all go this way.
Okay.
Split the party. Split the party.
Okay, I see what room you're in, Missile. Let me first do Vile's party. This parlor contains a fine array of furnishings and draperies with an overall feminine touch. So it's a parlor. It looks like it was recently used to, like, you can kind of tell it hasn't been cleaned since the last time someone has used it to, like, entertain guests. So recently used parlor.
What does one do in a parlor?
Talk.
Smoke.
Drink
Can't you,
tea, maybe?
can't you do that anywhere?
Yeah, but this is a fancy... They're fancy. They have a fancy room for it.
Never understand rich people.
Well, a smoking room is so that the rest of the house doesn't smell like it.
Yeah.
See, that's probably the part that makes the most sense.
We had a smoking room. It wasn't as fancy as this. It was the unfinished back laundry room that was out by the back door because we were poor.
And Mithril and Clown, you guys
Clown.
are the Clown. You guys open the door, and you see white sheets cover two plain wooden tables in the center. Neatly arranged atop one table is a complete set of polished silverware. The other table is covered with wicker baskets containing turnips and beets. That's all there is.
They finna feed us turnips.
And beets.
And beets.
I'm fine with the beets. The turnips is the problem.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never eaten either, so...
Turnips are just bland.
I don't like regular beets, but pickled beets, on the other hand.
Fuck
get
yeah.
Get
I'm gonna go
behind.
this way. That's outside. Never mind. That's a window.
Yeah, that's a window.
I'm going in here.
Okay.
Burst through window.
She's not here actually. Hold on.
I was gonna say, who is this friend? Who is this green person?
She's not there yet.
Darn.
This appears to be the dining room. There's actually a maid in here cleaning up what looks to be like someone else being served in here recently. He's like, oh, the Baron and his wife aren't ready for dinner yet. I'm sorry.
Get out.
Get the fuck out.
Get the fuck out.
Go away.
Okay.
She, like, if you guys are just walking around, like, if you're not stopping her from doing her
No, I don't give a fuck what she's doing.
Okay.
Oh, this goes this way.
Yeah.
Oh, loop-de-loop.
Okay,
Vile, are you-
Smoking room, I leave.
Loop-de-loop
Okay.
and pull.
I want to go up the
You want
stairs.
to go up the stairs?
I'm gonna go in here.
Stars.
Stairs. I
stick
need
with
to
a
move you
vial.
guys up the stairs. It's on a different section of the map, so give me a second.
That's what I figured.
Okay,
Oh,
thank
this
you.
looks like a smoking room.
Yeah.
What is that room? That is the den. Padded chairs and couches line the walls of this cozy, carpeted den. The room reeks of pipe smoke, and mounted on the east wall is the head of an angry-looking brown bear.
Just a
But it's a comfy
regular-ass
place
bear.
to just hang out. Yeah, this is a bear.
Regular ass bears exist.
How-
Not everything's gonna
how-
be special.
How ajar is the mouth of the bear? Like, how open is the mouth?
I don't know.
Like a door.
Figure it out.
Why? What is your
Do you want
intent?
to put your head in the bear's mouth?
No, Mithril was gonna dare Bello to do it.
The mouth is ajar enough to fit a bellow head in it.
Hit her
Bello,
with that
Bello, you know,
hat.
I think it would be really funny if you, like, put your head in its mouth.
Bella just stares.
Look at this stupid twig.
Mithril doesn't know how to have fun, so Mithril's trying.
Bello, you are so tall that if you stand on your tiptoes, you can just like stick your head into the mouth.
Yeah, I think Bella would do it just Just for shits and giggles.
Just for shits and giggles. It's not a pleasant, like, you know the bear is not alive, but you still, like, get, like, shivers down your neck. Like,
It's
Oh, I imagine.
snap shut bellow ties.
I imagine Bello would like pretend to do the whole like the bear bit you thing.
No, I think Bello put their head in and then just kind of like jazz hands at.
Mithril would probably the first time you've ever seen this stupid marshmallow laugh.
Good.
Mission accomplished.
Yeah.
There you go.
Your affinity score has gone up.
Your affinity score has gone up. Yeah, so I moved those who were going up the stairs.
Upstairs.
Who the fuck's... Hold on.
No.
Who the fuck?
Remember, snuggle like a baby. Bread is your baby, Shirley.
But,
Eat
Bello,
it,
I will say, this is generally where you're expected to chill when you're in the mansion waiting. Like, this is usually where, like, people chill if you just want to chill here. Kyle, where the fuck are you going?
Netflix and chill.
Netflix and chill? Kyle, where have you run off to? Where do you intend to go?
Wish
Yes.
to go this way.
Also, they have
Let
you
me
wait there, Will?
What?
No, we're in the den. That's what they're
Oh,
talking
you're
about.
you
the
guys are
Mhm.
waiting. Okay.
Yeah, not you guys. Vile, let me see where that goes because I'm not entirely. I'm going to be honest with you.
I don't even know where that goes.
Where is that supposed to connect?
You're not supposed to find the weird noble sex dungeon yet.
Top upstairs gallery.
You know there's a high likelihood they have one.
File's gone.
Zoom.
I'm gonna go find the child.
You want to go
Jump out the
find the
window.
child?
Where is this child? Virgil like looks up from a second because he was like adjusting his cloak and he's just like,
Where did the child go?
Where does that go?
Virgil just is like, Irina, did you see if a violin?
I promise I'm looking.
Does look like servant stairs. It probably leads either to a kitchen or like servants' quarters? Question mark.
That does look like where it should lead to. That is not marked at all in the map and barely mentioned in the text.
They're like, nobody's ever gonna have
Yeah.
to use these stairs. Don't worry about
Don't worry
it.
about it. I'm gonna just say
Where I go.
Irina is with Min at the moment. So yeah, you let me read you guys what you saw. I got so distracted by trying to figure out where those were. Yeah.
File sprinting off.
The staircase climbs 20 feet to a beautifully appointed gallery that continues towards the west, running almost the length of the mansion. Framed landscape paintings line the walls, and red silk drapes cover a 10-foot-tall arched window of leaded glass. So, that's where it is. And, Violet, do you run down these stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, so on the other side, you can hear, like, cooking.
Roll not
There's
to trip.
a little door, like, on a little landing area. So are you trying to go to the kitchen?
I think Vile would be stealthy about it, like try and be quiet, open the door cautiously. Like they were not getting up to this door. I will say, like they were basically jogging through this house, but 13 for stealth to open a door.
Okay, so they don't see you right away. This is where you are. Where the fuck did Virgil go? Okay.
Hello.
Creaks.
I'm going through. I'm just looking through.
You're looking.
Like,
You could.
fuck's
Okay.
Vile.
So you're in here. You can see the cook. She doesn't see you at the moment. You're pretty sure if you started walking down the stairs anymore, she would see you.
This is a door, and this is a door? Question mark.
This is a door. Right next to you is a door.
What is a door anyway?
This is a door. This is a door. That is a
Fucking
door.
Miles just gone.
This is a door. That's a window.
That's a door.
This is a
Ooh.
window.
But do you
Kinda-
adore it?
Kind of want to go out that back door.
Are you
Miles just
gonna
little
try?
leaves. Gone.
Zoom.
Yeah, what are...
I think
you wanna. What are you doing?
Me?
Vile.
Wow.
Is there something behind her on the shelf that I can mage hand?
Behind her is like a little cooking area. It looks like it has some bowls and measuring cups.
All right, not worth it. I don't want to fuck up her cooking. Vile will go back upstairs.
Okay,
I
let
was
me
about
take
to say
you
we're
back
playing
upstairs.
Spook the Cook.
Yeah, I was like, she is just a cook. Vile, as much as Vile's like,
Okay.
yeah, will
Vile-
This
not
cook's
fuck with the
just
cook.
doing their job.
What door do you want to try to go into, Virgil? Don't go into. One of them is locked, so that one's. You want to go in that one? Okay. In here, I moved
Okay.
you in there.
There we go.
Go the fuck in there.
I clicked that at the same exact time you did. I'm sorry.
Min, are you also going in there?
Hello, totally not evil, blue-skinned, green-haired thing.
We found
Yeah.
people.
So remember when I said ignore the fact that all of these people are colored weird?
Mhm.
We're gonna have to do that again.
Hello, perfectly normal skin-colored and
Good.
hair-colored individual.
So this is the Baron's library. He sees you open the door and he's like, "Are you friends with Bello? Are you here for dinner?"
Yeah, actually.
Friend
Yeah.
is a strong word.
It was just exploring the grounds, if you will.
No, that's fine. I believe dinner should start soon, but we don't mind people checking out our areas of our house. We are very proud of the way we've decorated it. He has
Those
two.
puppers?
Yeah, those are two big mastiffs with him. You want to see what mastiffs?
Yeah.
Let me see. So yeah, it's like a library area. He's sitting behind a desk, chilling. Let me grab the picture of him. Hold on. Mom.
You're just like,
Every day is torture.
Every day is torture. Where is the Baron?
I'm just gonna
Every
not
day is
reply to that
struggle.
email.
Are you? Nope, these are not the Baron. This is a different set of Barons. Where is the Baron?
Baron.
this is
I have-
bad news bears.
Here we go. I would like to remind you guys to not take the coloring super serious, but this is the Vela. Yeah.
Bruh.
Yeah.
Fucking Grinch looking motherfuckers.
Fucking.
Bruh mean what?
The
Oh,
hair is
God.
accurate, but not the hair color.
The Velakovich.
They're
Velakovich.
ugly.
They're ugly.
Bruh.
This dude do look like he just
What's with the
crawled out of
ladies-
grave.
What's with the ladies being fucking like giraffes and then the men having
He looks like the
yaoi
mayor
hands?
of Whoville.
Yeah.
He does.
I like the mastiff on the left.
I do like
don't
that
know why.
dog.
He's just fun. Like the one on the right, that's just a normal mastiff. The one on the left, that's like mastiff, but
It's like he's sitting there disgusted with you.
yeah, he's just like the other one's
What
just
the
no
fuck?
thoughts. This one's just like ugh.
Yeah, he's like working on paperwork. He's not doing anything super specific. Are you guys sticking around asking him any more questions, or are you just... Are you going through his library? There are library books.
I'm
By
most
over.
disappointed. I'm most disappointed by the fact that these dogs do not look like good doggos.
They do not. You wanna go over here?
Stuff.
You dare insult
This
the
is
dog.
all bookshelves.
Virgil would look to him and be like,
Shelves
you-
of book.
would you mind if I peruse your books?
Oh, no problem at all. Feel free to look.
Okay.
Are you looking for something specific?
Peruse my immense wealth of knowledge.
A dictionary, no. An encyclopedia upon the histories of Barovia, Balak, I don't know. Anything
the-
interesting.
The fancy dictionary.
Yeah, anything interesting, really, that would jump out to Virgil.
Well, roll me like a perception check. Are the clown and the paladin going anywhere else? Are you guys chilling in here?
Bellows we just gonna
Bellows
be chilling.
still head in
Yeah.
bear.
Still,
Paladin.
Yeah.
yeah. Vile, are you going anywhere
Okay.
else? I'm sure there is something interesting for Virgil.
Roll the
You were able
19.
Yeah. I'm not sure exactly what you would, if you're looking for a history book. There's plenty of like Barovia.
Let's
If you
specify
want.
to like an arcane book.
There are arcane books. They don't look like they are the like. They might be below your level, frankly. But they do
smart.
have. Are you guys have basically time for one more room each before you guys get collected to sit down for dinner, so
I'll turn back to the Baron. Like, thank you for letting me peruse your books. You were very interesting. Very interesting.
You are
collection.
very interesting.
you are very
Very
interesting.
interesting collection.
Thank you.
I must excuse myself.
I'm so upset that these chairs are not in the middle of a square.
I know,
so
it
can-
pisses me off.
As you guys leave, he kind of gives a little wave and he's like, "All will be well."
What about here?
You're gonna go in there.
Uh,
Vile, are you going anywhere? I see you are in front of somewhere.
Yeah, Vile would go and look through these doors.
I think
This door?
Virgil would go find Vile actually.
You wanna go find Vile? Roll me a perception check to see if you know
I
where
know.
Vile is. Yeah.
I mean, otherwise I'll just jog through the halls and be like, robot.
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 Warforged.
Vile will be like,
here,
man,
Warforged."
I've already seen a library. I know what that's about.
21. Bruh.
Yeah. So you come this way, and you see Vile pop into this room as you turn a corner. You see that door.
Virgil
Um,
activated parent sense.
I go find
Yeah.
Vile.
Okay, so you're in here with Vile.
Hello?
Toddler
hello?
sense.
Hello?
Toddler sense. This is a bathroom. An iron tub with clawed feet stands up against the back wall. Neatly folded towels rest atop a table near the door.
Very interesting.
Aren't you supposed to knock before you open a bathroom door, Virgil?
I was not aware this was a bathroom. My apologies.
Neither was I. I just came in here.
It's very sizable
Bathroom.
place. I'm surprised.
Yeah, Vile will like move past Virgil to go outside and be like,
It is very big.
You found
Um,
anything very interesting yet?
Aren't you supposed to
Mm.
knock Baka?
I haven't found anything yet.
I met the
Do you
Baron.
want to go?
Was he nice? Was he
Yes.
evil?
Did you have to
He
kill him?
had a
Those
very
things are not
interest- He had a
exclusive.
very interesting attitude about him. He seemed very friendly. But a lot of people seem very friendly here in Barovia.
A lot of people seem
Suspiciously
very
so.
friendly in general.
Vile's gonna go in this door.
Okay, this is the last door Vile can go in.
Can I follow it again?
Yeah, you can follow.
Okay.
This is
Yeah,
Study.
people do seem nice, don't they?
storms into the room. This room
Papa's
smells
like, sorry, people do seem nice. Fucking breaks door off hinges.
Precious doorknob in hand.
Yeah.
Crazy how people seem nice sometimes.
This room smells of powder and fine perfume. A vanity with a mirror stands against one wall next to a faceless wooden mannequin wearing a bridal gown. Mounted on another wall is a full-length mirror with a gilded frame. A door in one corner leads to a garderobe. So yeah, there's a bridal gown, a mirror, and a desk.
Mirror, mirror on
Well,
the
a
wall.
vanity.
Virgil was gonna be extra and stand in front of the vanity and like adjust his outfit a bit, make sure his cuffs are fitted.
Not
make sure
the
his
full-length
collar is-
mirror, it's a vanity.
Oh, yeah, no, then I didn't hear the full length mirror. Yeah, he would
Yeah.
stand in front of the full length mirror and like check his cuffs, his collar, make sure everything's all well put together. How very convenient to find a vanity like this.
I think Min's gonna like walk over,
Hello,
see
Edison.
see Virgil like, you know, checking their appearance, and like ask like, isn't it uncomfortable to wear all that?
Actually, I quite like wearing nice clothes like this. I don't haven't had a chance to wear something like this in quite a while, but you get used to it when you've grown up like I have, where there's a dinner party almost 3 times a week. You have to learn to become comfortable with wearing such things.
Min's pretty much worn the same thing their entire life.
They just make it in bigger versions of it.
I mean, like,
Men grew into it. Like it was just one giant fucking robe when they were a baby, and then now they've grown into it.
just giant blanket that slowly grew into.
Also, to those in the den, I see you figured out how to sit in the chairs.
It took some finagling, but we got there.
I scroll down and this is what I see.
We're just chilling.
What's Irina's look when she walks in and Virgil's over here fucking preening himself?
Irina's like, that's fine. Like, I get it.
Irina's like, you know what? That's fair.
That's like, she's not mad. She gets
I was
it.
just wondering if she was just like, what the fuck are you doing?
No, she's looking at the bridal gown.
What are you doing, you fucking
very
fancy
pretty.
twink?
It's a very pretty dress. I'm surprised to see her just sitting there.
Yeah, me too. Maybe, the Baroness has a daughter she's saving it for? I'm not sure.
It's for you, Irina.
Is it?
That's
Does it
probably what
look-
it is.
Can I tell if it seems old?
Yeah, does this look like
Yeah.
the
Yeah, can I-
Baroness's dress? Or
Yes. It does. It looks like it would be about right for what you know of the Baroness.
Hmm.
It makes sense to belong. It's like 20 years old. It would make sense for how old you saw the Baron
Old.
Old.
if they were about the same age and got married at an acceptable time.
It's actually really? You're doing the fucking gay, fucking David Bowie labyrinth chair sit?
Yes.
Sorry, you get. I just every time I scroll back
Is-
down.
My gender is whatever the fuck that pose is.
Whatever
yeah.
the fuck that post is.
Okay, Virgil is now done.
Well, I was about to say, a maid is knocking on the door, asking if you guys are ready to come downstairs and eat dinner.
Oh,
They-
yeah.
Yeah?
They found us real
we should
easy.
we should be prepared. Virgil
Are you?
looks at Irina and it's like, and then looks at Bio and it's like, are you excited to have a dinner party?
I'm moving you guys downstairs. into here.
Virgil seems kind of amused because he's like he hasn't had a dinner party in a while, and you can tell on his face like he's like actually kind of interested because he likes that. He likes having dinner parties. I think it's mainly the food. Like,
He
if you were to
seems
ask him,
very pomp and circumstancy.
well, like if you were to ask him, be like, "Why are you so excited for dinner?" And he's just like, "Because I haven't had a good meal to eat in a while."
We stand a food-motivated king.
We stand on
Shitting on Vile's cooking, apparently.
Yeah.
Well, like, meaning like Vile hasn't made them something nice to eat for a little bit, so he's like, "I'm hungry."
Vile has not had good ingredients.
Yeah.
It makes sense that it
Like,
has not been good food.
Virgil would look at Vile. Like, I would say in character, he says, he's just like, "I'm very interested to see the kind of food they have. I haven't eaten something nice for a little bit." They would look at Vile with like this sort of like look on his face. It's just like, "Oh, like I know you like cooking, and there's nothing out here."
I will say, like, once they are in the actual dining room, Vile is like staring at the ground.
Aw.
Aw.
No. No. It just happened.
So the gays with their slushies and then.
Sorry.
The gays with their slushies.
I muted myself on stream, but I forgot to mute Discord.
I want a sloosh.
I want a sloosh. A maid comes and knocks on the door. This is a different maid. She does recognize Bello. She does not seem surprised that Bello's sitting the way they are. And just like, dinner's almost ready if you would like to follow me to the dining room.
Marshmallow, rise.
Marshmallow.
Are you gonna
rise.
thank you for both flipping your things up? It's the door right across here. There you go.
Where do we want to set?
Yeah.
Who do I feel
Moth.
like making uncomfortable today?
Moth, go look at D&D Adventure Pals memes. There's
Okay.
something there for you.
I want to sit in. These chairs aren't aligned.
Yeah, I know. I know. I know.
We gotta flavor it with words.
Look at him.
Did you see it?
I want
Bella,
it.
where the fuck
Here,
are you
let
going?
me post it.
Yeah,
Hold on.
show the rest of the group.
I'll show the rest of the clan.
Are we?
Look at him.
What the fuck?
It's a Furby.
I love him.
Moth is making me like Furbies. I'm very upset.
It's a long Furby.
Long.
Seen that guy
long
before. I sent
Furby.
it to my friend I send cursed Furbies to.
I love Furbies.
Long.
I will say
Furby.
this is very much a cursed Furby to me.
So are all the gays here?
Yeah, how are you guys sitting? Are you sitting like this? Are you sitting...
I don't think Vile would be sitting. I think Vile would be standing in the corner.
Okay, Irina would be like, will you at least come, like, stand by the table? Like, at the end, like, right here?
I think it would be more weird if I stood at the table. And sitting at the table when I do not eat seems also very weird. I'd prefer to stand.
Actually, you know what? Sorry, not to interrupt. I actually just realized I had another image of Virgil that's fancy that I prefer over the one I showed. This is what he's wearing.
Fancy 3.
Fancy.
That's what he's wearing.
Oh yeah, that one's good.
Yeah. So, Vile, you were just going to stand in this corner?
Mhm.
Okay.
Wouldn't want to just sit at the table and just sit and be comfortable with the group?
He's doing like Virgil is sitting, but he's doing like the gay, like cross-leg sit.
Look
you
at this
know?
fucker over here with his
Fucking gay.
stupid ass golden Super Saiyan shoulders.
I am
I'm on the wrong.
Prince Goku.
I'm gonna move you over one
You're
Mistral.
nothing.
Wow.
I am the Prince of all Saiyans.
So the Baron comes.
I know.
Bella,
Okay.
I was going to put the lady there.
Oh.
Pick a side.
Well, it would be rude. I'm going over here. Be rude to make her walk around the entire table.
Now you're in the way. Hold on, I have to go grab the dogs too.
The dogs are coming.
The dogs are coming.
Which one of you fuckers is sitting like this?
Min.
That's
Min in her
Min.
robe. Okay. Where did Vile go?
Hello,
Oh.
I'm petting the dogs. Vile's never seen a dog before. Vile sees a dog and is immediately like, yes, hello.
What is that?
Vile sees
Yeah.
a dog and Mick fucking loses it.
Yeah, like there are
Mick
animals
fucking loses
inside the house. That's not allowed. What are these? Like,
Why
love.
don't you roll me an animal handling check?
Don't get
Oh
bit.
fuck,
Don't
Vile's
get
gonna
bit.
get murdered by the
Dog takes
dog.
more for his darn.
Okay,
18!
Oh
Yo!
my god!
I rolled 2 19s. This was meant to be.
So the Baron, like, they come in, and the Baron is like, nods a little bit as he walks in, and his wife follows him, and they sit down, and he kind of is like about to speak and introduce himself when Vile runs over to pet the dog.
I will say, Vile would definitely not run, like, seeing this
Walk.
fancy dude, like, inch along the wall towards the dogs. Like,
He notices and he waits because he's like, my dog is going to kill this animatronic. And once Vile is just like petting, the mastiffs aren't excited to be pet, but they also don't dislike it. You know?
I think, yeah, Vile would, like, give them a couple pets, be like,
Reserved
they
enjoyment.
are friendly, they like me, and then stop petting them because, like, they're very clearly uncomfortable and stand by the door just like a maid, almost, like, hands behind back straight, like, as
That's sad.
if Vile had never touched the dogs. Nothing happened between Vile and the dogs. It's fine.
It
What
actually is.
dogs? I don't know what you're talking about.
What dogs? Do the dogs have names?
God, I
Bill
hope
and
they
Ted.
do it.
What are their names? Isaac. The dogs.
totally excellent.
There you go. They don't have names in the book, so what are we naming these dogs?
Bill and Ted.
No. Barovia names.
Billithy and Tedithy.
This is
Tedro.
Billithy and Tedity.
Tedith and
No,
Ian.
Bilithy and Tedric.
Pedrick.
Billithy and Tedric. The Baron, instead of introducing himself first, he's been like watching a little bit like interesting. And he's like, Tedric likes to be pet behind the ears. But be careful because they can bite sometimes. And then he just turns to the rest of the group and is like, it's very nice to meet you all. I am Vargas Valakovich.
He stutters
say
like
his
that
name.
over his own name.
He's
Malakovich.
Valakovich.
I wanted to
and the-
ask real quick. Given the image shared of fox sitting, Min is 5'1", as we all know. Are Min's legs touching the floor?
Min's tippy toes can touch the floor.
Oh,
Virgil
But-
is only 4 foot or 5'5", so like barely the entire
Barely,
foot's laid
yeah.
on the floor.
Both of them are taller than you guys.
Approximately how tall is vagina over here? I don't know, you
Which-
didn't spell
which
the name,
one?
so I don't know. This one.
The Baron.
Yeah,
We
I
can
don't
just
know
say
what
the
his name
Baron.
is. Vargas.
Vargas
The Baron.
The Baron. He's about 6'2", and his wife is about 6 foot.
You can say it like
Giant.
Velaki, because I get the feeling that's why it's
Yeah.
named like that.
I just,
So
when I'm looking at it, I cannot.
Valakovich.
Yeah,
Valakovich. Valakovich is what it is.
Balaka bitch.
Valaka bitch. But yeah, the Baron sits down and is like, it's very nice to meet you all. You guys are all friends with, Bello here? He looks very interested in how you guys know the clown.
Yeah, we know him vaguely.
Vaguely.
Friends.
Vaguely. And what is your name?
Is he asking Virgil?
Yes.
Because this is all pomp and circumstance. Hold on.
I think when Virgil was like, yes, we know
Give me
them
1 second.
vaguely. I think when he said vaguely, Bella was just like hand on chest, like,
You wound me.
You would be. They're bringing like appetizers out. It's not beets and turnips, by the way. It's like actual nice fancy food. But they're
it's
bringing like
carrots and
appetizers.
turnips.
It's carrots and turnips.
Carrots and potatoes.
yeah,
Potatoes.
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 Potato isn't an appetizer.
Fuck yeah, French fries are.
Yeah, but those are French fries.
They're still potatoes.
Do they have French fries in Barovia? Is
Why?
that the question?
Why the fuck not?
Okay, I'm back.
Hi.
Virgil would be like, ha, yeah, remember my manners. He kind of smirks at that and goes, I am Lord Virgil Amager von Cranefaller, at your service.
Every time you say your full name, I want to punch him.
Every time you say your full name, I
You
want to
can
punch
see
you.
there's a quick flash on his face as he's about to say it that he's just like fucking annoyed about it.
Me
'Cause,
too,
like,
bro.
we've already established that he hates the shit.
Yeah.
Like all the pomp and circumstance. But he's like, this is a baron, I have to be okay.
Why?
Professional.
But yeah, like if anybody's looking at Virgil as he does it, there's just the quick flash of okay.
He's like, interesting. So is your family new to Barovia? I
My
can't say I've heard of your family name before.
I would say that I am new to Barovia, but my family is from a different land.
He like nods. He accepts that as an answer for now. And he looks to who would he look at next? He's like
What to look at?
he looks at Irina. It's like he didn't recognize Irina, and then he's like, Are you the Cogliana daughter? And she's like, yes, that is me. My father passed away recently, and they talk for, I'm not gonna roleplay them talking to
real quick,
myself.
in muted, I posted just a cap of the
Just-
dog, and I'm
just-
just like me when anybody talks to me that I don't know.
Virgil, whenever he has to give his full name.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's literally the face he gives, like the slightest flash before he says it. He's just like,
Ugh.
For all of our sanities, I'm not going to play Irina.
you don't want to talk to yourself for 5
No.
minutes.
I'm good with that, but they basically, Irina explains that her father has died and she might be staying in Velaki soon. Recap of what you guys already. And he nods, and he looks at Mithra and he's like, so, and what is your name?
Are you gonna give the full name? Or are we gonna learn a full name?
Are we gonna
if
learn
there
a
is
full
one that
name?
exists?
I'm Marshmallow Bitch.
I'm posted Marshmallow Bitch.
I guess you guys deserve Mithril lore. I'm Mithril, priest of Alminator, Holy of Holies, light bearer. But you can just call me Mithril.
Yeah.
Does
Mithril is
Mithril have
in.
the same feeling about saying their full title as Virgil does?
What?
Did you?
Did I die?
Did you hear me?
No.
What?
Did you hear?
What?
I had asked, does Mithril have the same feeling about saying their full title as Virgil does?
You can see, like, Mithril straightens and looks the most fearful and uncomfortable you've ever seen that little bitch while
Oh,
they say that name.
Marshmallow Bitch. Virgil hasn't even given his full title. The full title is way here. I'll put it in
No,
chat.
please don't. Okay. Thank God.
I was saying, I'll
Don't-
put it in
don't-
chat.
Don't give us the 20 word.
I don't need. I can't
I didn't
handle on
realize
that
Virgil was fucking like. God, what is it? I didn't realize Virgil was fucking Spanish.
The Baron
Fucking
is just like
30 goddamn names over there.
blank stare, but polite
Polite,
at
but blank.
Mithril's full name.
He's like, what the fuck is that?
It's very nice to meet you, Mithril. And then he turns to Min and is like, and what's your name?
And what about your pet here?
What about your...
Following, the just keeping this full name party going here. Yeah, men would introduce themselves as like, I'm Min Zihao. I think I pronounced that wrong.
Jihao?
Jihao?
Yeah.
Jihao?
Fucking listen, I haven't said Min's last
Fucking
name in like fucking
8 years.
Yeah.
8 years. We started this game like 2 months ago. It's been too long.
Yeah.
Um,
Question is does my name throw the Baron off?
not like Mithril.
I just meant like in like pronunciation of like, did he understand what Min even said when Min said their name?
He understood Min, and that's what matters.
Mm.
And then he kind of like looks at Vile and is like, and do you have a name? It's like he doesn't know what Vile is. And so he's trying to be polite because Vile appears to be sentient.
He's sitting here, I'm like, am I really talking to the furniture right now?
Yeah.
The furniture that pet my dog?
Yeah. You could
Can't
tell
believe
he...
this fucking toaster over here just pet my dog.
Yeah. And so he's like, and do you have a name?
Sun's dead.
Sun's fucking dead.
What strange people to have walking toasters.
I was muted. What's up? Yeah,
Yes.
Vile would just kind of nod and be like do like a curtsy, but like they're wearing pants and not a skirt, and
Aww.
they can't do a curtsy. So they just like
Phantom
do the
curtsy.
motion, and they're like,
My name is Vile Realski. It's very nice to meet you.
What
You
was
see
the
he-
last name?
Can you
Real
spell that?
ski.
Realski?
Real shit?
Real shit?
Real shit?
On
Real
Jod?
On job, bro?
Jod?
Real ski.
Realski. Like
can see
broski,
the
but for real.
Broski, but for real, yeah. You can see the Baron kind of like pauses and is like, very nice to meet you. Would you like a seat at the table? There is one more seat, Vile, if you would like to sit down.
Vile kind of like pauses for a moment, and it's just like,
I don't eat, so typically I don't usually sit at tables when there are dinner parties going on.
The Baron's like,
Don't
Well,
eat.
you can still sit down if you like. I'll just let the cook know, or the maid know that they won't serve any food to you.
Would you like me to sit?
Well, right now it feels like you are very much on guard, and I want all of my guests to have a wonderful time here.
can I do an insight check on this bitch?
Sure.
This bitch.
Sussy
This
baka.
bitch.
Trying to be
Sussy
nice to
baka.
me. God, I love how
He-
bad Vile is at insight.
He is definitely, as far as you can tell, just being nice.
Yeah, Vile would take the last seat then. Is this the
Okay.
last seat, or
No, I was gonna put you over here.
I mean,
okay?
it's like
kind-
there's like 4 or 5 chairs on each side, but not enough tile spaces.
This is
for-
Virgil's full official title bestowed upon him by his parents.
Hold on.
Oh my god.
You
Once
hurt
I
me.
do this, you guys
Fucking
can't.
word vomit over here.
Okay, nobody's allowed to move their characters anymore, so I can do this and this. There we
Thank
go.
you. Thank you.
Hi.
I'm gonna give you
I
guys
disabled the-
Peggy while I'm sitting here.
Okay. Cool. I just needed to center you guys, but the grid is now off, so that's why I'm like, don't move.
Nobody.
God, I'm so fucking pretentious. Who is moving? Bello.
Who do you think is
I
moving?
was getting into chair.
Fellow's now
Okay.
sitting in chair.
So yeah, there's like, I don't know things about fancy foods, but like a nice appetizer has been served. Like,
Oh, foie gras?
so.
Foie gras.
Fucking what
Sure.
Foie gras.
I'll just name fancy food as you bring out the dishes.
Cool. So
And
yeah,
I will continue to not know what they are.
we're at appetizers, so moth assigned appetizer. And so the Baron turns to Bello. He's like, okay, I've introduced myself to all of you. Anyway, now the important stuff. Anyway, he
Now that all of
turns
you
to-
losers are taken care of.
To the weird clown now.
I will note that as the Baron's been like, and what is your name? Stuff like that, the lady, she's quiet, but she like seems to be impulsively like just a little laugh after everything the Baron says. Like it's ingrained
Funny.
in her to laugh after every sentence.
Fucking
It's not
the Baron is
Ingrained.
just straight up Jeb Bush over here. Please laugh.
Please laugh. And the Baron turns to Bella and it's like, you've been gone from Velaki for a while. Where have you been? You've been gone for you haven't been here for about at least a month.
I think Bello is gonna kind of make a couple of gestures, like here, there, all over the place, jingling all the while,
Jingles
Oh my
and
Wizard
then
Boy.
just simply say, around.
Around. You can tell the Baron is not the most happy with that answer, but he accepts it.
Not like disappointed, but expected it.
Yeah. The lady is kind of making small talk with the rest of you, just like, oh, how's your travels been so far? I assume you came from the village of Barovia, blah blah blah. Just like being nice. She's very jittery. It seems. But the Baron's like, and like when the last time you were here you didn't have any friends with you. To Bello. Kind of asking like, where the fuck did you pick up all these people?
Where did you adopt all of these children?
Yeah,
Sorry, I was eating chip.
that's fine.
Virgil is probably doing the same thing Mithril's doing, and it's just like, fuck is this shit? Like, he doesn't recognize, like, you have to understand, he's like German inspired, so like, you got the traditional German shit. Like, this is like weird ass backwards Eastern European noble shit, so he's like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Bello. When did you pick up this party of hooligans? It's what the Baron's asking you.
I think Bello would tell him that, like, traveling alone got a little boring, and he found these people, and they seemed interesting.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is the dominant conversation. The Baron is much louder than the lady. So you guys do hear like Bello calling you guys just like talking if you guys want to pop in. Does Min know how to use a fork? Sorry.
It's a good question.
Roll an intellect.
Roll intellect for fork.
Roll intellect for 4.
I feel like
But
the
the Baron-
monastery probably would have been like
Eat with
chopsticks
your
or something,
fingies.
or something like
Chopsticks
that,
and
yeah.
hands, yeah.
Chopsticks. I mean, I would assume so. I'm gonna be honest with
I guess
all
just
of your
like
inspiration for me.
flat
Devin,
intelligence.
Bellows sitting be like,
I'm gonna say
Um,
Min knows how to use a fork.
Okay. Yeah. We've
Just
decided.
does not recognize the food in front of them.
what the
Irina
heck?
is like talking to Vile. Like she understands Vile can't eat, but she is like describing what these fancy foods are because she does know that Vile likes to cook, and so that's a little side conversation happening. Because Irina's like, they're fucking talking to Bello, so I don't have to worry about anything right now. But the Baron's like, would your friends be interested in participating in the festival in a couple days? Especially, Mithril, I thought you might like to be a part of the festival.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's the Festival of the Burning Sun.
I don't want it.
Bello's basically gonna volunteer everyone because it's just so impolite to turn
Yeah.
down a request to join the festival.
You guys are all hearing Bello say you guys will be a part of the festival. Would anybody like to protest?
Mithril white knuckling the table.
I think Min would probably just be excited just because new.
No.
There we go. Hello.
You're
It's
close
never been to a
now.
festival.
You're so close you can snip my hair. I don't know about that one.
So when oh my god, Bello, I'm about to take away your ability to move.
It barely ever has it in the first place anyway.
Okay, you sit where you sit now.
You just got rid of my vision.
Oh my god.
You're not gonna believe it. He doesn't deserve to see
You don't deserve it.
Put in timeout. Go stand in the
Put
corner.
a timeout. Hold on. Let's see. No, don't want you to be controlled by it. Oh, I know what I need to do. Okay, you can have your vision back, but sit.
You can have your eyes, but keep your ass in that chair.
Keep your ass in that chair. Actually,
Keep
I know
your
what I
ass planted.
Never mind.
Park your
Keep
carcass.
your ass in that chair. And so now he turns to Mithril and he's like, so you said you were, your god. I've forgotten exactly what Mithril said. I know you mentioned
Ominator.
Abominator. He doesn't really he's like Abominator, and he's like, is that like the Morning Lord?
You'll have to forgive me. I'm not, particularly from this land. I often, find myself traveling, but yes, I believe what you guys would consider the Morning Lord is what we, from where I come from, call Ominator.
That would be wonderful to have in our festival. Do you have any special, like, abilities, considering you're so close to the Morning Lord? He's immediately, like, thrown out the word Abominator. You said you were like the Morning Lord? Good. This is the Morning Lord now. That's your god now.
Hold on, hold on, come here 1 second. Let me test something. I'm not doing it. I have to make sure if I want to.
Okay.
Roll to not murder.
Roll the
Roll to
number.
not murder. I hate Riddle's full name. It's so pretentious. Sorry.
Yeah, can I proc
do
it
your
without
flavor.
damage?
I'll let you do your flavor proc.
My flavor proc. Okay, I'll flavor proc.
You want a flavor proc?
Real quick, the lore surrounding the Morning Lord Aminator, and Lathander is the most complicated bullshit in the entirety of the Forgotten Realms.
Yes.
Fucking stupid. Like,
We work on
genuinely.
Barovia lore, which is a little letdown. He's like, wonderful! Would you be willing to do that during the parade? The Baron is so excited about
Fucking
Mithril.
Pokes, come on, you fucking dancing,
You want to borrow my shovel, Mithril?
Mithril's so wildly uncomfortable.
The Baron either is choosing not to notice or legitimately can't tell.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Dance, monkey, dance.
Well, the issue is that often when I do this, I can really hurt people, and I wouldn't want to hurt anyone.
And you did this at my dinner party?
Well, we can have a separate float made for you to put you far enough away.
Motherfucker! I'm not getting out of
Man
this
ain't
one,
take-
Chief.
Man, this
You
man ain't
fool, I'm
taking
the
no for an
Baron.
answer.
I can have a float made for you.
Son of a fucking bitch, I'm looking at you here. Where did we come to this?
I think Bello's just gonna turn to Mithril with that stupid smile on their mask.
Well, who am I to say no to such a gracious invitation? Of course, anything you need, I would be more than happy to do whatever I can.
That stupid ass gay clown
Amazing.
smile.
You Mithril gotta roll a deception for that?
Mithril, how convincing do you want to be?
Oh, Mithril is doing the I was in a cult and I just have to do what I'm told.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was operating under. I don't think you need to make a deception check for that.
Mithril's just clocked out. Mithril's gone. Nobody's home.
Mithril's
It's
gone.
Aminator now.
It's Dominator now. He's like, wonderful. After dinner, I'll have you talk to our maid so that we can figure out how big your float needs to be. Okay?
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. The next round of food is starting to come out.
Oh, filet mignon and lobster tail.
Are we close
Lobster?
enough to a sea to get lobster?
You're not close enough to a sea to get lobster.
Yeah, but they're wizards and shit.
Also, there
Lobster
are
would be the only one I would recognize.
Fun fact, there are bugs that look and taste like lobster.
Yeah. What if they're crawdads, but
Crawfish?
people call them lobsters?
Okay, I'll accept that. We can have crawdads.
But they're still tiny.
Crawdads.
Just
Yeah.
enjoy
Yeah.
this lobster banquet, and it's just
Just a bunch of crawdads. Will someone please help Mithril put the veil back on? I'm turning to Irina.
Irina will help you put the veil back on. Irina may not trust Mithril, but Irina understands.
Irina's like, I get it.
What do I roll to figure out if men figured out how to eat the last dish?
I almost spit out my
Intellect
fucking
or
drink at that.
performance?
Sorry, what was the first one?
Intellect or performance?
Well, what's the difference for me, really?
Whichever one you want to roll higher. Whichever
yeah.
one you have a higher for.
I'm gonna go off of intellect
I'm
here.
gonna make an emoji of Mithril over in this dinner party.
Min has probably not figured out how to eat it.
You probably, I imagine, you're sitting next to Virgil. Virgil, if Min is struggling, are you going to be helping Min?
I would say that, would you say this is rich people food that Virgil would probably understand how to eat then?
Maybe you haven't seen the specific dish, but you understand the concepts.
Yeah, I think Virgil would lean over and would help Min figure out how to eat it. He'd tap Min's shoulder and draw her attention to his plate and just be like, look, and then just
Show. And
Yeah,
No.
just show how to do it because Virgil is a very visual learner, as am I. So he's like, it's easier for people to understand if I just show them. So he's like, you do this and then you do that and then ta-da.
Loopsy
I
loop
think
and
what we
pull.
know for sure is that since this is Barovian fancy, we know that it's cooked in lard and has cheese on it.
It tastes good, whatever the
Okay,
fuck
so
it is.
like a lobster thermidor.
Yeah, sure.
I'm sorry, I'm the only
Those-
person that knows rich people food.
You're the only
Those were
person.
words,
No
I'm sure.
rich people food. I know what that is. I hate it.
You don't like
Lobster
raw lobster
thermidor is
thermidor?
good.
Yeah,
Don't
it's
like
good.
lobster. Don't like lobster.
You don't
Uh,
like lobster, that's fair.
That's
You
valid.
don't like
actually.
lobster?
I don't like seafood.
That's
I'm
fair.
not
Nah,
from
that's
Fantasyland.
valid.
I'm going to come down there and attack you.
I would like to remind all of the viewers that
Do you want the
Sunny
food
and
of my
Devin live in
people?
the same house.
Do you want to eat the food of my people, Devin, for dinner tonight? Yeah? Rethink what you're saying. or I'll personally have my motherfucking ancestors come kick your ass. Bitch.
I
Can
hate
we
it
say
here.
that there's a bisque here too?
Yes,
there a
please.
Sure.
Yo, I love beasts for real, for real.
Lobber bisque. Lobber bisque.
Okay.
Oh my
Min,
god.
do you want to make another roll to see if you understand this one?
The whole course.
Sure.
The whole course is all the food from fucking WandaVision.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Steak Diane.
Oh.
Min over here just dying because I don't know how to eat any of this.
Virgil would put he hasn't eaten it yet. He was busy, cutting it up or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And so he is going to swap plates with Min and be like, "Look, you can eat mine. I already, I'll just hand it over and be like, you can
Let
eat
me
mine.
just see
I
if
already did it."
anyone notices that.
Min
I
tried
think-
to get the lobster bisque and tried to shotgun it like a bowl of milk after you've eaten the cereal.
Oh god.
Best way to drink it,
Best
honestly.
way to eat a bisque, bro.
That's nightmarish.
Min is this is the most like toddler Min has been the
yeah.
entire campaign.
I like to think Min is being super fucking loud and like making a mess, and everybody is just staring at her.
Yeah.
Just like, what
Staring or just ignoring it.
And we thought having pet dogs here was bad. No,
Yeah,
we shouldn't have
no,
brought
the
the
do-
squirrel.
The
The
rodent.
dogs are very good. They're just chilling on, like, they're just laying down
the
where they
steak
are.
au poivre?
I would like to imagine if Min is like doing the like trying not to draw attention to themselves, but still drawing attention to themselves.
Hey, Mom.
Yeah.
This is unrelated, but you ever meet anybody who genuinely likes steak tartare?
Yes.
Why? How?
I don't
Don't
mind
get it.
raw steak.
Can you guys
Mithril and Virgil are having this conversation in character.
Yeah.
can you just refer to things that I know what they are, please?
No.
Steak tartare
Is cut up,
needs to be
yeah, raw steak
it's
with
raw
like
steak
seasoning.
minced and then put in like a little disc and then sometimes served
Ye-
with raw eggs
yeah,
on top of it.
You eat it with crackers. Or the
And
little
you
breads
only-
that are in Cheez-Its.
And if
Not
you're
Cheez-Its,
wondering,
Chex
like,
Mix.
If you're wondering like, oh, what do you do about the meat? And the thing is you can eat raw steak as long as you source it from a place that's
Yeah.
good. Like you can
No,
eat
like,
raw beef.
Yeah, you can eat raw red meat if it's, you know,
Can't
Done
really
right.
have
Not
fucking
pork.
medium rare chicken.
You can eat raw anything.
Once.
Medium
Wow.
rare chicken,
Once.
bro.
Like you
Thank
should know
if-
what a
you,
if-
bisque
person
if
who
it-
lives on a cattle farm.
if it's red meat and it's done right, you can eat it raw more than once.
Yeah.
So did people notice Virgil trading his plate with Min's so
Um,
that she could actually eat?
The Baron does not. Lady Petrova definitely does.
Disapproving.
Say
But
something,
she
bitch.
does- She does not say anything. You can see she kind of
Can
is
I-
just like,
I can catch her looking.
yeah, you can see her
Virgil
be like,
will give her like a little like half-hearted like a little wave.
she gives a little wave back and she's like, I hope you guys are enjoying the meal so far.
Once
Yeah,
Min figures
it's-
out how to eat it.
Yeah, it's actually nice to have something that's
That was like
good to
Min's
eat
inner
here.
struggle is like, I want to eat the food because I bet it tastes good,
But
but I
how
don't
do I
know
eat
how.
the food?
How do
Yeah,
I
Virgil's
eat?
just like, yeah, I haven't had anything particularly good to eat in a
This is
little bit.
How long have you guys been on the? How long have you been on the road?
Yes.
Well, when we arrived in the village of Barovia and met Irina, we were there for a day, I would say, right? Did we
Yeah.
agreed on a day?
It's only been 3 days inside Barovia,
Yeah,
but
well,
you guys were
Virgil's
traveling for
more
a while.
Virgil's more like counting like on the road being not in a village or on the road
Mhm.
just generally traveling. And he'll be
Yeah.
like, oh, we've been traveling for, I want to say 3 days is how long we've been here. Pushing 4 now.
She nods and she's like, "Well, you are always welcome to come here as long as you're in Valaki. I serve lunch to some of my book club. If you would like to come and have a snack and listen to us talk."
Does she also eat brunch and get fucking hammered off of mimosas?
Fucking drinks
Rich
rose.
and white, yes.
She's rich and white.
She's rich and green. What are you guys talking about?
We do not see it. We do not see it.
Mithril has the angel vision.
Yeah.
And just sees everybody as like what they actually are, which is people are purple and blue and green, and Mithril's just like, what the fuck? Meanwhile, everybody's like, yes, this is a perfectly normal person, and Mithril's just like, what? Yeah, Virgil's eating because he's like, you can tell that he's like hungry, and he's not trying to like scarf it down, but like
Wants to eat.
yeah, like you can tell he's hungry and he's wanting to eat, but he's not like scarfing it down. He's trying to be
This is
polite
fucking
about it.
insulting.
What?
Being dignified.
This lobster bisque calls for chicken bouillon.
Ew, bullion's gross.
Alright, apparently Rosemary's friends are trapped in my town for a little bit, and she wanted to know if they could come over. I'm like, I really don't want them to.
Boy, I'm really feeling that
I mean, if
poor
we need to,
stubborn
we
over
can
here.
reschedule so that it's
No.
not like a big bother.
No.
No. Literally, I was like, Mondays are the only day I do not want guests over. I've already told them this. This is not a...
Yeah,
Mainly
stand your
to
ground.
Yeah, stand your ground.
Yeah.
Non-negotiable.
I didn't
This was
realize
like-
that it was something that was already like.
Yeah, no, this
No.
is I've talked
Moth,
to them
do you
about
want to
it.
see something you'll appreciate?
Yes.
It's my favorite team.
Sam.
Anyway, fuck. Yeah, the lady is like, you can come. I serve like lunch, whenever,
Lunch for breakfast.
Also, this month.
every day.
I know where Bello's going in the morning. Gonna get some mimosas.
And read 50 Shades.
read 50 Shades.
Yeah.
But yeah, she just like offers that. Irina, I don't know, Vile, if like she's still like, oh, so this is what this has. Like, this is how you would make it.
Vile
Blah,
has
blah, blah.
not looked up. Vile has been staring at
Vile-
like the table in front
Irina.
of them.
Irina is trying so hard to be nice to Vile and keep Vile included. So I'm sorry. And so you can tell she's like trying really hard, but like anybody who's looking at Irina can tell that she's like kind of getting like like sad that Vile won't even talk to her.
Aw.
Hold on. Okay.
I want you all to know that I started playing Rock Lobster as soon as we started talking about lobster and stuff like that.
Yeah. You
That's the
guys
dinner
haven't.
party anthem.
That's the dinner party anthem. Okay, they're gonna go shopping. Hold on. don't know why they're stuck in their town. I don't know what that situation is, but there we go. What? Okay. Anyway, are you guys asking anything specific of the lady or the Baron?
How many times can I do the question of how long have you been here before it gets annoying? Nah, I think Virgil's not particularly interested. This is where Virgil's vague asshole side comes out, because like he's eating this food, but like it's like 2 steps below what
Yeah.
he's used to. Like, he's royalty. These are just nobles. Like, he's royalty and is known through many realms. Like, he's sitting here and
Knowledge.
he's just like, he's not particularly interested in them or anything I have to say, but part of that's probably also because it's Barovia and he doesn't like people in Barovia for the
He
most
doesn't like
part.
people in the
It's
Barovia.
just, I don't like Barovia.
Can we
I
just
want to
talk
go
about-
home.
Can we just talk about like what an awesome coincidence it is that we all we have the exact number of party to take up all of the chairs and we can't even fucking sit on them?
It's a nightmare.
Yeah, I'm actually sitting here like trying to figure out where all the chairs are. It started lining you guys like up. Hold on. I'm going to be doing this. Yeah, I mean, if people want to make conversation with Irina or something, the Baron keeps talking to, wow, we do have exam.
Thank you.
Go.
Thank you.
There we go.
Thank you. I was losing my mind. I was just like, please.
Please,
Dying.
What's
please.
Vile up to, Sin? Like, Virgil and Vile are like right next to each other, but if Virgil looks over, what is Vile doing?
I think Violet is just looking straight down while Irina is like slowly more desperately trying to get Vile to talk to her.
Yeah, Vile introduced theirself. The person said, "Why don't you sit down?" They said, "Do you want me to
Hey.
sit?" They said, "Yeah, why don't you sit down?" Vile sat down, didn't look up
Can I
since.
do like a little retcon about the fairy tale book and say I
Yeah,
picked
you
it
wanna
up
give it?
before? Yeah, I was like, can I
Yeah,
say
let's-
Virgil picked it up before he left the tavern because he knew that that Vile is gonna be there, and like he taps Vile and it's like, hey,
Vile, this is your book of fairy tales.
yeah, if Virgil's gonna tap Vile like, hey, I forgot to give this back to you, and he slides the fairy tale book across the table towards Vile.
Vile would like take it off the table and immediately put it in their bag without even looking, just be like, "Thank you, Virgil, I appreciate it," and then go right back to looking at the table.
Thank you,
At the
Virgil.
very least, he was being nice and taking the moment to just be like, look, you don't like it here.
Everyone's trying to make Vile.
Meanwhile, Vile's
Happy.
defaulted back to the scene not heard.
Yeah, like that is literally what Vile is doing right now. Listen, if I am in the dinner room, I am not supposed to talk.
Virgil is gonna like
I was
ask
gonna say-
Vile. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, you can tell Irina definitely looks like sad, like she wants to be, like, talk to Vile.
Yeah, like Virgil looks at Irina and it's just like, just kind of shrugs a bit with like the same sort of solemn look on his face of just like, hey. So I would think he'd look at Vile and ask and just be like, Vile, are you okay?
Vile would like look up, look at Virgil, and then look back at the table and just be like, "Yes, I'm okay."
You just let myself or Irina know if you don't want to be here anymore.
Okay.
Okay.
So bad for Vile.
Virgil's just like, Virgil is visibly the same as Irina now after getting that response of just like, oh.
Sadness, like, slowly is
Yeah,
infecting.
it's
Who is
just like-
making a table?
I was hoping it would go over my thing, but it didn't.
It does for me, so.
I also saw it.
Oh, over your icon.
Yeah.
While you guys are roleplaying, or while we've been talking, we've been slowly reorganizing the characters. The next meal is coming out. This is like, you get two. The
Yeah,
next section
Virgil-
is coming out.
Virgil's aware of how dinner courses work, so if you notice his plate, he's not eating too much of it. Like he's
Too
eating,
much.
he's eaten enough to be polite and be like, "Yeah, I can tell it's good." But
Yeah.
he's like, he understands. He's like, "Yeah, I've had to do like fucking 12-course dinners before. Like I understand how this shit works."
This
Well, Min has the
round
bottomless stomach,
is
so
Peking duck.
Okay.
Yeah. Yo, Peking
So-
duck, bro.
Yeah.
I am dying.
The Chinese in me turned up.
All these intelligence
The
rolls have been
Asian
so
one
bad.
Min can't even get.
Yeah, the Asian
No, I think-
one.
I think Min should be able to get this one just like
Just out of just backstory. Okay.
out of
You find
backstory.
it amazing that Min has a +2 to intelligence. Like, it's not like Min is dumb. It's
No.
just so fucking bad at these
It's just
rolls.
so bad.
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
I'll take bad out of combat flavor intelligence rolls versus in combat bad attack rolls.
No, you get both.
Rose is asking me what candy I want. A lot is happening behind the scenes off screen. But yeah, so the Baron's talking about how for the festival, like this has been going on the whole time in the background, about how in the festival they are collecting a bunch of Bello. I'm going to remove your ability to see again.
I was just trying to figure out where the chair was.
Yeah, no, you're on the chair. About how they're making like a giant wooden effigy that they're going to light on fire. That's going to be the big thing of the festival. And usually, Bella, what you do during these festivals is like you're like before the like big parade, you like entertain the people who you know are required to come.
Mhm.
And so like he's just assuming that's what you're gonna do again. There's not even like a question. It's like you're here, you're doing that.
You are here to entertain us.
You are here to entertain
Jewish.
us. And then it's going to be Mithril
Mm.
with the big fire thing. He's so excited about Mithril.
Mm.
And then it's going to be the big burning effigy parade thing that they're going to set on fire in the town square.
With Mithril.
With
Mm.
Mithril is going to set it on fire. No, the Baron sets that one on fire. And he's like talking about how well these festivals have been going and how they've been keeping Strahd out of the town. And that's why we do them every week. We celebrate so that all will be well. And he's just kind of like talking and rambling. If you guys want to comment on any of that,
Who's rambling?
The Baron.
What's he fucking saying?
about the festival.
The festival. The King's Festival?
About how it's going to be
Okay.
like
Festival.
festival.
Festival
About
specifically for Cornwall.
the burning sun, yeah, and how it's like going to keep Strahd away and stuff like that.
Right,
yeah.
that festival.
Right. It's all
It's all coming together. If you have anything like
The poison for Cusco.
he's very self-centered. He keeps
I think
talking about
Virgil would inquire about the history of the festival. He'd be like, so where does this festival come from? How long have you been throwing?
Celebrating.
Yeah.
this specific festival or our festivals overall.
Both. Depending on
Both.
how you feel like answering.
Well, we started doing the festivals in order to bring happiness to the town and make sure if everybody is happy enough, then we keep Strahd at bay. So every week we have a festival. He's so excited. He loves to talk about this.
It's his
Um,
hyperfix.
Devin,
It's
I
just-
hate to break it to you, but look at muted.
I need to close out of muted. Sunny keeps posting things and I keep seeing them and it's distracting me. No, that's on me.
It takes 35 minutes off life.
Oh god, I'm gonna
He's,
die in the next 30 minutes.
Oh no. I guess we gotta kill Bello. Let's go. The festivals happen every week. They've been going on for 10 years now. And if they have enough happiness in the town, then Strahd and his spies and his wolves won't attack the town. Or they can't get into the town because it's too happy. I will let you think about that.
These townsfolk are dumb as hell.
The power of happy will keep the
power
bad
of
man
happy.
away.
And they do extra things to make sure the town is always happy, so if anybody is spreading unhappiness, they get put in the stocks until the next festival ends. And he's talking about this like this is the big genius idea. And if they're happy enough for long enough, then they will be able to escape Strahd's grasp.
I'm not quite sure I understand how punishing somebody with something that definitely would not, like, punishing somebody for not being happy with something that would definitely not make them happy to make
Are
them
you
happy.
asking in character?
No.
I will.
That's just me.
You want to?
Yeah, Mithril pipe up.
We'll take the bullet.
Now I don't want to seem disrespectful in any way, but I do have a bit of confusion about how putting someone in what one would consider a torture could somehow combat happiness.
Well, when people choose to be unhappy, we just have to fix that. You understand? He is not happy about your asking this question.
Well, wouldn't you want to see why they're unhappy instead of doing something that might make them more unhappy? That seems kind of counterproductive.
Well, often those who are Bello, often those who are choosing to be unhappy and spreading the unhappiness are working for Strahd. And so they have to be punished accordingly, and so that they understand that they can't work with Strahd again.
Well, if you don't want unhappiness in the town, wouldn't it make more sense to just kick them out of the town?
I think Bello's even looking at Mithril now like, shut up.
Yeah, I will say the Baron does not look happy with your continued questioning of this.
Oh, he can be as unhappy as he wants.
He's
Mithril
like,
just gonna spark the combat encounter.
well, if they are repeat offenders, they do get kicked out of the town, and then they can deal with the wolves themselves. But we always give people at least one chance to choose to be happy.
Well, I think it's very nice.
He is saying that as a threat.
Well, everyone deserves a second chance, so I think it's very strong and a mark of a really good leader to give people a second chance to do better.
When you say that and it sounds like you're agreeing with him, he like settles down a little bit. He looks a bit smug. He's like, yes, of course, you understand.
You've placated the vapid narcissistic
bitch boy.
Oh, yes. Mithril knows how to do this song and dance.
As Mithril says that stuff, there is a bit of amusement on Virgil's face as he looks at Mithril, because like he's like you know, they're like from the same world. They know how to do the talking. He's just like kind of smirking because he's just like
realize what's going on.
It's like I'm picking up what you're putting down.
So yeah, that is where the festivals come from, and that is why there are people in stocks for being unhappy.
That's very interesting. Thank you for telling me about it.
Of course.
I'm always delighted to learn the history of other lands.
Do you know how long you guys will be in Vallaki?
Virgil looks to Irina for that one, and it's just like, any ideas how long you want to stay in Valaki? Are you staying in forever, or like, he like that kind of look of
Yeah,
just like,
Irina turns and is like, at least until after the Festival of the Burning Sun, of course. But then we will have to decide. And the Baron is like, yes, of course, you have to stay. Because Bello and Mithril are a part of the festival.
Mm.
And that's non-negotiable.
And that's non-negotiable. So yeah, basically that's also Irina's way of saying we need to talk about that. But she knows how to
boy.
not piss off the Baron.
See, this is why Min is not talking.
How big would you say the mansion is?
I can tell
Yes.
you how many stories of it. It's got 2 stories and an attic, from what you could tell from the map.
Okay, question. How much would you say that from where I am, how far could I reach within 100 feet?
Right now?
Right now, within 100 feet, what could there be?
The entire... You can reach every corner within 60 feet.
Okay.
Roughly.
Okay, well, I was asking because I wanted to see, like, how... Yeah, Devin? I
Yeah,
wanted to
Devin?
see how far my familiar could get a lay of the grounds and stuff like that.
Yeah, you could get most of the, like, within 100 feet of you specifically.
Okay.
You could
Conducting
get
espionage.
through the first floor and the second floor and, like, the immediate grounds on the first floor.
Okay, I'd say Virgil would then just have the familiar getting within 100 feet, attempting to get a general idea. And in this case, I'm gonna have it have been in its imp form because it has human hands, so it needs to open a door.
Okay.
You can open a door, but it's invisible.
So you want it to be...
It's like, I just want it to be like getting a lay of things around, see if there's anything off or strange or anything like that, and then just reporting it to me telepathically.
Okay. I will give you that as we're finishing the dinner.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool.
I was just, just putting it out there.
Yeah. Bello, you are the most distracting player in the world.
Mom was doing the same
Yeah,
thing.
I was doing
I
But
came
you
back
did it
to
first.
it.
You guys are like toddlers.
Told to the 2 players and we're not toddlers.
Bello and
We're all
Mithril are like
children in
playing
one way or
Fuzi
another.
at the table.
That's what gay sex is.
Yeah, this is what gay sex is. This is what Virgil and Hans are gonna do.
Me and Bella just harass each other.
Yeah.
We say awful shit, but we're both smiling.
Yeah, that's kind of like the most. If other people have questions with the Baron, it's about dinner time now, or it's dessert time now. So,
Oh,
what is for dessert?
angel food cake with strawberry
Angel food
compote and fresh
Yeah.
cream.
Moth is just making the dinner that they want right now. So this is the final, like, you guys are having dinner. It's going to be about...
Devin. Dinner's here.
Dinner.
We got
Dinner's
Panda
here.
Express.
Panda.
That's gonna be a problem.
They got
What?
orange chicken, Devin.
Okay.
What? When the fuck do you think that they're not getting orange chicken when you go to Panda? You realize it's the only thing I fucking eat from Panda,
Oh, but
right?
they're shrimp. You don't eat seafood, but they're shrimp. Good.
I love shrimp. It depends what seafood. I like shrimp. I like whitefish. I don't like anything else.
The shrimp, the lazy man seafood.
Shrimp.
Well, I'm gonna go get dinner. Real quick.
Dinner time.
Dinner time. This is about kind of like we're ending off. It's been about 2 hours since you got here. It's about 8:30. 8:30 p.m. Not that you can fucking tell, because after dark, it's just clouds. There's no moon out tonight. Dark. Yeah. Since you guys left, the Vistani camp, you guys haven't like seen the moon. It's been clouds at night too.
No such thing as a moon.
You guys did see the moon while you were in the village of Barovia.
It was fake.
It was fake. It
moon
was
is
fake.
just an illusion.
CGI.
Yeah.
CGI. Also during dessert, Mithril, someone comes in and like, is just like, has a notepad asking about your radiant damage thing, about what you need.
I live in an utter nightmare.
You live in an utter nightmare.
Yeah, Mithril explained, like, please don't stand within 10 feet of me. I'll burn you. 20 feet is okay. I emit dim light. Anything flammable should not be near me.
And they take down, they nod. And the servant, as they leave, is like, all will be well. Like, out of fucking habit before they walk away again. So yeah, do you guys have any final things you want to talk to the Baron or the lady about? Are you guys coming for tea tomorrow?
Do they have any kids?
Are you asking them?
I'm going to ask her.
You're
If,
going to ask.
please don't take this as, like, me being rude. And if it is rude, you don't have to answer. But I was just wondering if you guys had any lovely little children around the home.
No lovely little children,
They're all dead.
is what she says. She says, I have a son, however, he is going through, you know, how boys do when they're around the age of 16.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
So, boys will be boys. And so, I wouldn't say lovely little children, but we do have one child. Yeah, his name is Victor.
Well, I hope that he eases up and makes your lives a bit easier.
Me too. She kind of like does her little like anxious laugh thing. At the end of that.
Uncomfortable laugh.
Uncomfortable laugh.
Ow, what the fuck?
But yeah, that's kind of pretty much. Once you guys finish dinner, they're going to be like, well, after dinner, we generally don't like to keep our guests very long as a safety issue.
Get the fuck out.
Eat and leave.
Basically, like, you get to come in and explore before, but after dinner, you get to leave. Is the polite way of saying
Thank God.
Vile, are you going to pet the dogs one more time before you guys start to leave?
Yes, I would like to pet the dog one last time.
Okay. This is the first time when you guys are starting to stand up and leave. First time Vile looks up and walks back to the dogs.
Yeah, scratch behind the ear like he said they liked.
Yeah, Tedric. I'm turning the
Tedric.
grid back on.
Tedric.
There we go. Cool.
I can't move.
Okay.
Let me move.
You can't move?
Let
Why
me
can't you
move.
move? You're controlled.
Oh.
You're supposed to be able to
There
move.
we go. Okay.
Virgil, you're going outside?
Around me or from
Tell
me
your faces.
Virgil jumps out the window.
with a sickening crash.
Virgil's just like, alright, we're leaving.
Can you rotate me? It won't let me rotate.
Yeah, I will rotate you.
No,
Let me
sorry,
rotate.
upside down Mithril for the rest of the game.
Yeah, let me rotate.
I
a little
crawl
bit.
on the ceiling with my head turned 360.
No. No. So you guys are very full. I will say that. I mean, except for Vile.
No one made sure
Cheers.
that the food wasn't poisoned.
No one did make sure the food was up.
No?
I think we would have found
I
out
guess
by
we'll
now.
see in a couple hours. Could be a long-term poison.
Would men be full though?
Men starving.
They would have given Min as much as Min wanted to eat.
Okay, then I would say men has been. I would say men probably ate more than everyone else. But men is satisfied.
I love this
Min is
bottomless
satisfied.
pit lady. She's so good.
Just
Oh,
tomboy.
I need to move this. Okay. Is everybody standing up as they should? Okay. Are you guys? Is anybody trying to stick around once they're like, well, we'll see you. The Baroness is like, I would love to see you guys for tea and book club tomorrow.
Vile would stay back, like, just as everybody else left, wants to talk to the Baroness. Or the
You wanna
Baron.
talk to-
Either one.
Okay. So I'm gonna say you guys are here. The Baroness is probably talk to you.
I'm back. Sorry.
Or
Vile
me.
gonna get us all murdered.
Vile's gonna get us all murdered. Hello, Bella. You guys are heading out. Vile has decided to lag behind. Is it a secret thing you want to talk to the Baroness about?
Not really, I'm fine if everybody hears it.
Okay.
Vile would just kind of be like,
I was just wondering if you knew anything about the wizard that came through here a couple years ago.
He's like,
The wizard.
No, I don't know anything specific about him. Some of the men from Volaki passed away following him. They didn't come back, but I don't know anything about the wizard himself.
Okay, thank you so much for hosting us. You have a lovely house.
You have a lovely night, okay?
You
And
as
she,
well.
waves as
You have a
guys
lovely house. You too. Wait.
You too.
Wait.
Wait.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. So I will take you guys back to the main
No.
map.
You have a lovely house. You too.
You too.
No, just 100% serious. That's where it would get.
Yeah.
if
Wait
they
a
have
minute.
seen Vile's house, there are issues at
There are
foot.
major issues. Okay, so you guys are all right here right now. Are you guys all going back to the tavern? Where are we going now?
I
It's about-
think I owe
Right
a
here.
specific
Right now.
stupid man a drink.
You do owe a specific
we're-
stupid man a drink.
yeah.
So are we going to the tavern and we are looking for Hans?
I'm not gonna shout for him this time. You can't
You're
make
not gonna
me.
shout for
No, we're
him?
just gonna see if he's vibing.
Okay. Why don't people make whoever's looking for him make a perception
Okay.
check?
Who are we looking for?
Hans.
If you're looking for, if you're actively trying to look for him, roll a perception.
Yeah, if you're looking for
Min doesn't know who Hans is.
Min, we were talking about this last night. Min doesn't know who Hans is really, so
Min has not met Hans.
That's so
You're
funny.
lucky.
you're like
Vile doesn't know he's gonna be here, but can I
Yeah.
still make a perception check to see if they see him?
yeah, you guys can make
As this
perception.
is happening, Virgil's gonna talk to Irene and be like, I noticed that you removed the parchment stuck to Vile's head. Would you happen to have that anywhere?
Mithril, Funny, are you making a perception check?
I am.
Do that for me real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. So
see
the
nothing.
two
Shit.
people who are looking for him to give him drinks do not see him. Vile, you do see him. He is
Uh-oh.
not being super obvious. He's kind of just in the crowd, kind of around the tavern. It's not like, oh, he's waiting to be let inside. He actually can't walk inside the tavern without being invited. He's just kind of around. He does see the party, but he is not going towards you guys. But Vile, you and Hans make eye contact. Or as eye contact as you can get with a Warforged.
Vile's going to cast message at him.
Okay.
I heard my shit my pants.
Fear.
One
I thought it was
fucking
like
fear.
National
Cast fireball.
Yeah. Vile cast power word kill on him.
What
No,
are you-
just message, and Vile would like to say, "What are you doing here?"
Can he respond back?
He can respond back.
He's like,
Only to the person who got messaged.
yeah. He's just like, one of your friends invited me for a free drink, and I would like it, please.
I love him.
But
Which
I will
Has
wait.
Irina met Hans?
No,
which
but
friend?
The one with the red hair.
Is it-
the
There's
curly
two
hair.
of us.
It's
one?
it's Mithril. He's trying to describe Mithril. He doesn't know Mithril's name. But
He's
you
not
get
gonna call
enough
me
of
the
the
veiled one.
He's not gonna call you the veiled one, like in this, because he's like, this robot's gonna kill me. Irina did keep.
The
She's
burnt
like, why
marshmallow.
do you want the parchment?
Because I felt that Vile probably deserved to know who saved them from the
Vile, are you
escapades
stopped?
from the other night. Yeah, like, could people see Vile just
Can't-
stood there
Yeah, is
staring
Vile just stood there
aggressively?
stopped?
I think Vile would like stop dead for a second before continuing walking, looking at Mithril and just going, "Your friend is waiting for you," and keeps walking.
Evan, what is killing you? What the fuck are you, like, what?
We're a mess today, guys. Can I just say?
Okay, I don't need to look unmuted anymore.
Yeah.
If you guys could see it, Mithril's raising an eyebrow, but you can't see that because there's a veil.
If Vile tells you this again, if Vile tells you this, you can look around again and you can find Hans. This time, Mithril, because you now know he's like here.
Mithril looks at Vile, looks towards where Vile is looking.
Oh, Vile has left already.
Yeah.
Vile tells you your friend is
Yeah.
here, and Vile
I
leaves.
don't have friends.
Where the
Friends
fuck
aren't
did
real.
Vile go?
Like just away. Vile did.
I
I
was
don't
like,
think
fuck
Vile
this.
would have even gone into the tavern. Vile just walked away.
But I was like, bye.
Irina's
Which direction
going.
do we know?
Yeah, you can control yourself. Where are you going?
Oh, sick. Nice.
You should be able to control yourself.
To the church. Got it.
To the church. Irina's going to be like.
Like, I could see Vile just going.
I'm gonna walk
Irina's
off to
like-
go get the stupid man.
You're gonna go get the stupid man. The stupid man is this way. Irina like turns and is like, "Where is Vile going?
Away.
Do we
Okay.
know where?"
Considering the direction they're going, I would assume the church.
Okay. You can see Irina's like, I want to go follow Vile. Because I care about Vile, but also it is now nighttime. Bello, are
I guess
you going
men to
with
go with.
Vile?
Yeah.
Okay, so now everyone's going to everyone's following Vile, and I guess Virgil's just waiting. It does not take
Well,
you that
Virgil
long.
was waiting to see if Irina would respond to him about this paper.
She has it. Why do you want it?
I said, Virgil said that that Vile probably deserved to know who had rescued them from the night's escapades.
She like has like a book with her that she stuck it in, and she's
Perhaps,
just like,
perhaps they would trust it more coming from you. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know who. You seem to know who saved them.
And I can tell you who saved them if you want to know.
Yeah. Do we need to have this? She's like, do we need to go get Vile and have a discussion all at once with this situation? Because clearly some of us are out of the loop.
Perhaps we should get everybody to know.
Okay.
I guess we'll go
So-
fetch Vile then.
We're go get the toddler, go get the bastard.
Alright, I'm gonna
Mithril.
open a fortune cookie. Let's see what I get.
Okay. This is going to decide the rest of the session.
Oh, I was not told that there were fortune cookies.
I have all of them.
That's why you weren't told.
That's why you weren't told.
The fortune cookie.
A day will come.
What does your fortune say, Sunday?
You have legs, they work. Come get your ass down here if you want a fucking fortune cookie.
For a second, I thought you were saying that's what your fortune said, and I was like, what?
Whoa, that's a fucked up
What?
fortune.
For real, I was like, damn, fortune
Damn.
cookies really be out here.
Really be out here fucking slugging.
Yeah.
They're
Mithril-
they're swinging for the
But-
fences.
The fortune is follow the advice of a trusted friend this week.
Give
How
that,
many of those you got?
give that to everyone you know. That's good advice.
I think you got Meg's fortune.
Yeah.
About to say,
Meg,
hey, yo, Meg, you listening?
Meg, are you here?
I have 3 more.
Alright,
Well,
one
Well,
per
I need to go down and
encounter.
grab one of these shits.
Okay, Bello, you go grab one.
Here,
of
I'll
those
do with
first.
hands while you guys are doing
Yeah.
this.
Hans is just like chilling. I will note that he is not wearing the red vest that I drew him in. He's wearing the rest of his outfit though. And he's like,
Still not wearing
You're-
Virgil's shirt.
no, he's not wearing Virgil's shirt. When he sees Mithril, he's like, your Warforged saw me. I don't think they like me very much.
No, I don't believe Vile likes you at all, though, maybe that could change.
I'm like, I would like a free drink. He's like, let me be clear, I want this free drink. But if I need to, like, go somewhere else until people who don't like me, like, go to bed or whatever, I'm cool with that.
No, I think you're just stuck with just plain old me for right now while everyone else is busy, so, I promise I won't attack you, and Mithril shows the peace-tied sword. I couldn't even if I wanted to.
I mean, I don't completely believe you on that, I'm going to be very honest. But, we can go sit down.
I
Mithril's
don't
bad
believe
at
you, but I'll
making
go ahead and
jokes.
Pretend I do.
Mithril's trying to be funny.
Hans, like, smiles, but you can tell he's like, you were glowing the last time you had me grappled, and you did not need your sword for that.
Devin was threatening me over a fortune
Oh,
cookie. I missed it.
Mithril was showing that they peace-tied their sword and was like, to Hans, I couldn't hurt you even if I wanted to. And he was like, I don't completely believe you, but I'm happy to go sit down.
He doesn't see the whip hidden under the rest of my clothes.
Yeah. So. So are you inviting Hans into the tavern and getting, like, drinks?
Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna hold the door and be like, well, after you, I guess.
Good, I'll accept that as an invitation. And he goes in. The tavern is much more crowded now. I'll wait till we see what happens with this Vile situation before I move you guys over there. Okay. For Mithril and Hans is following Vile. Vile, everybody's trying to get you. Irina is like, Vile, where are you going?
Kyle would stop.
Come back.
And they'd be like,
Away.
I think Virgil's raven would like just fly and like ended up landing at Vile's feet, and it's just like the raven likes Vile. That's what I'm trying to get at here.
The Raven just wants to chill with Vile.
Vile does actually really like the raven. I think Vile would pick up the bird because Vile's like, yes, come to me,
Yeah.
The
bird.
raven's just like scraw.
All right, yeah.
With this stopping, Irina's like, why are you going away?
Because Mithril is friends with vampires?
on,
Why
someone
else
just-
would I believe
Someone
it?
just knocked on the door.
It's
I
me.
will remember this, but hold on.
I'm entering your home.
It's Moth.
It's Mithril.
Toast marshmallow bitch.
T-posing.
Knock, motherfucker.
Knock knock. Open up the door. It's real. That's it. That's all I can do. That's all I can do.
We can get a solid 30 seconds before
Non-stop pop,
I'm
pop.
DMCA'd.
With the non-stop pop of stainless steel.
Hi, I'm back.
Hi, back.
I'm back.
Mithril's friends with vampires was the last thing I heard.
Yeah, Vile's like, I'm leaving because Mithril is friends with vampires.
I think Virgil would try to speak up and just be like, I don't think Mithril is particularly friends with that vampire. It'd be more accurate to say that that vampire is more friends with me. But Mithril was the one to invite him for free drinks. So,
You are cordially invited.
Understood.
Vile's like, this is worse.
Yeah, Irina's also like, this is worse.
something you have to understand is that that particular vampire was the one who returned you to us that night, Vile.
The reason you are not dead.
That's partially why Mithril offered free drinks, sort of as an olive branch. And
Okay.
then Virgil would like gesture towards Irina about the little note,
Irina puts it in his hand.
and Virgil would go up slightly close to Vile. Like, not like right up there, because Virgil understands that Vile and him are not on the best of terms, and just holds out the note for them. And it's just like, this is the note that was left.
Yeah, Vile would take it and read it and just be like,
My mother saved me that night. They did nothing.
I seem to recall there being a bunch of zombies out there who were trying to get at you. And he put himself at great risk to his own health to help.
It said they found me unconscious. It never said they found me surrounded by zombies. My mother saved me that night. They put me in the circle. I don't care about them. They reported Irina to Strahd. That is what I am worried about.
He actually didn't report Irina to Strahd. Mithra and I both asked him, and he was not responsible for that one. Strahd found us of his own accord.
You asked your friend a question and he lied to you? I'm sorry to hear that for you, Virgil. Really, your friend should be truthful with you.
Did you miss the part where I said that Mithra asks the question?
I heard Vile yelling and I got scared.
And I don't think vampires are wont to lie to our dear friend Mithril, who can turn them into nothing but ash with simply a look.
You seem to know quite a lot about vampires, considering Mithril has not yet turned them to ash with a look. Really make you think, huh?
Because not every vampire chooses their fate as a vampire.
Oh, so the boy in the basement of the church that we killed, despite the fact that we didn't have to, he was not harming anybody, and his father would have missed him dearly. We did have a choice about that one then.
He was already too long gone. The second
But
Mithril and I-
Hans, the man who is loose in the town, of people who do not know he is here and want to ward him off with happiness alone?
How loud is Vile? Where are you guys?
I think we're in like the middle of a street and Vile is not being quiet.
Virgil is just going to be like, that little boy who was in that basement, the second Mithril walked in to help him, immediately lunged at Mithril and attacked them.
Yes,
There was no
because
choice.
he was a
already too
vampire.
far gone. He was too far gone. He was
So
feral.
lucky.
He'd been locked in a basement with nothing. Even
Locked.
a regular
Keyword.
person who was locked in a basement like that would lose all sense of self.
You can be locked somewhere for a long time, Virgil, and not lose your sense of self. I understand why we had to kill the vampire. I don't understand why you're playing favorites.
I'm not playing favorites at all, Vile. You would do well to understand where I come from just as well. I've experienced war, I've experienced imprisonment, I've experienced things that you would never understand in this world, and Barovia is
You're
just
right. I
little
wouldn't
bit-
understand them. I haven't experienced them. You're very correct about that, Virgil.
Be glad you haven't experienced them.
Oh,
Because
I
as a
am.
little boy, I knew he was too far gone. There was no saving him. The only thing we could do was ease his suffering by moving him to a better place beyond this. And Virgil just kind of gestures to everything.
Understood, Virgil.
And Vile's gonna turn around again and keep walking.
Walking to
Upset.
the church.
Vile's gonna go to the toy shop.
Okay, you want to go to the toy shop.
Yeah.
Irina is.
The mind of
Just
a
Irina
child
is still-
always-
to meet the toy man.
The mind of a child always astounds me.
Bella, are you just following?
Senses a disturbance in the floor.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
Irina.
following Vile because I feel like at least one of us that is not a child should be with Vile and Irina.
Well, Irina is still with Virgil. And is like,
The raven has disappeared from Vile's hands because it didn't like the yelling and is just gone right now.
Irina has
The
turned to
Raven was
Virgil
just like,
and is giving a look like you have 1 minute to explain why I should trust this
Is the
vampire.
fact that he'd saved Vile not enough evidence that he's not perhaps the worst thing in the world right now? Regardless of the intentions of saving Vile, he still saved Vile. He was a very dear friend to all of us.
Do you not remember what happened this morning?
With Strahd,
Mm-hmm.
I recall. And I said, Hans had nothing to do with telling Strahd where we were. Strahd found us of his own accord. And Mithril interrogated Hans personally, and I'm pretty sure you and I both understand that Mithril can be very intimidating.
Only a persuasion check.
Okay.
Mithril can be really intimidating, sitting hunched over a glass of water in a bar.
Hans is like. Does not know how to make conversation with Mithril. Hans knows.
That's a 21.
Okay.
Very persuasive.
She's like. Okay.
I understand if you don't trust me, but at the very least, I think Mithril deserves the respect of trust. And if Mithril's judgment
Virgil.
is good.
She's like, Virgil,
Sorry.
shut up. I'm now talking.
Give me the talking stick.
Or I will beat you with it.
I do not distrust Mithril's judgment. However, understand that I do not want to go sit and have drinks with a vampire spawn. So
Mithril
I would like to
invited
be.
himself and me to it.
Well, if I would like to sit in the tavern and do stuff, he would be there. I am going to go to the church. I think if you guys, once he leaves, if you would rather me sleep at the tavern, both are equally unsafe at the moment. But I am not going to sit in the tavern area and see this man.
Yeah, she doesn't want to rub elbows.
She does not want to rub. She is saying, I am not.
Well, you'll be delighted to know that he wants to keep his distance from you as well.
Good. She's
Because
like,
he
cool.
understands-
good.
Because he understands that he's tied to Strahd. And that Strahd is, well, admittedly a creep.
There's one thing respectful about him. But yeah, Irina is going to head to the church. Vile, the toy store is like closing. What was your intent to come here?
I mean, but is it like closed? Like very clearly the shop is closed.
It is closing.
Then Vile would walk in.
Okay. He's in there and he's like, "Oh, you're back today." He's like, "I don't have your toy finished yet. I'm very sorry. I was going to work on it in the morning."
Oh, okay, that's fine. I just wanted to see how it was going and like if it was done yet or
You want
not.
to
But
see how far I have?
yeah, can I? That'd be
Yeah.
really nice.
He like looks at Bello and then like looks back at Vile. Um, he's like, "Cool. I know this clown and I know this clown." Um, so like it's not like obviously he's like started. He's making it. Did you want it out of like plush or like out of wood?
I don't think Vile would have specified. Like, leave
Okay.
it up
What do
to
you think
him.
Vile would be more excited? He was gonna make it out of wood, but if like you had your heart set on a stuffed Vile,
A stuffed Vile would be so
Genuinely,
cute.
you're right. That would be cute. So now I kind of want it.
okay.
But
So
in character, Vile had no preference one way or the other.
okay. Because it's cute. Let's say he started cutting. He's like got the fabric cut out, and he's like explaining to Vile like how he needs to sew it up, and then like stuff it, and then once it's done, Vile will be able to take it and play. It looks like Vile. Like it's got your like robot color. It's like the same color of pants. He's even been making a little wooden staff for it. So, and he's very excited to show somebody his progress.
Yeah, Vile's like bouncing up and down. Is like, it's very good. You're very good at this. Can I buy some of your like your sewing tools? I don't have any, and I really like to learn new things. So I mean, if you don't have any extra, I don't want to take yours.
He's like, "Let me look." And he goes into kind of a back area. His like monkey is like sleeping, by the way. It has a little hammock. Um,
I'm gonna
Monkey hammock.
cry. Love that monkey.
it's still wearing the tutu.
Oh,
Um,
Vile like wants to pet it so bad.
The
so he
monkey
doesn't
This
doesn't
have
sleep in the
happy,
nude.
happy man is just doing his best, and you all
his
just fawn over the monkey.
so he doesn't have like a pre-made sewing set, but basically he picks up some of his extra
You wanna
like
pick?
fabric
Go on, pick.
scraps that he couldn't really make into anything else. And some like he makes Vile a little beginner sewing like bag, basically.
This toy maker is an honest man living in a dishonest world.
Just an honest man.
This is when we
So
find out he's a horrible, horrible person or something like that.
he's not. How dare you?
He's the only
As a
good
monk-
person.
Bello
He's the
over here,
only
like, I
good
bet he
person
tortures
ever.
children or something.
Yeah. But yeah, he's just going to give you this Vile.
Oh, if he's just gonna give it, Vile's gonna pull out the last
Hold
granny
on.
pie
I'll be
they
right
have,
back.
and it's just like, I
Okay.
if you don't want money, here you can have. Here's a pie I got. I can't eat, so I don't know why I got it, but you can eat, so you might like it.
Thank you very much. He
Giving the
takes it.
man the drug pie.
Giving the man the drug pie.
Vile doesn't know
it's
it. Vile, all Vile knows is that Min seems to fucking love these pies.
Love
So,
pies.
so
Yeah.
Vile's like, they must be good pies. Here, man, have one.
Man
Okay.
actually hasn't eaten one of the pies in a while.
In today. I've been keeping track.
Yeah.
Okay, so Irina is going to the church. Vile, once you get this and you give a pie, are you leaving? What are you doing?
I think Vile would honestly kind of like linger around the toy shop for a minute before
Okay.
going to find Irina.
Okay. Where is Vile looking first?
I mean, probably the tavern. That's why
Okay.
Vile doesn't want to go back there. That's where they think that Irina would go.
Virgil, are you going to the tavern? Once
Um,
Irina's like, you can be friends with this vampire spawn, however, I need to be in the tavern. Listen, situation happens.
well, it's progress, Ellie. Yeah, I'd say Virgil would go to the tavern, but he'd linger for a second to see if he saw where Vile would. Like, not to like talk to them again, but just to make sure he knows where they're going and where they are.
They walked in this direction. You didn't go to the toy store, so you don't know exactly where they are, but they kind of went this way.
I knew
Min, are you
Virgil
going?
saw Bella, so he's just gonna go to the
Yeah.
tavern.
Min, are you going with Virgil? Or are you going with Irina? This kind of just happened in front of you.
Irina's going to the church.
Irina was basically like, I'm not going to sit and have drinks with a vampire spawn. I'm going to a church. Feel free to come get me if he leaves the tavern. And I will come sleep in the tavern if you guys think it's safe.
I think Min will go with Irina since it seems like Irina would be by themselves at this point.
Okay. Well,
And
there are
also,
people who are like, there's a bunch of townspeople who sleep in the church. But you can go with Irina if you want. And if later on you're like, I want to go to the tavern too.
Yeah, I mean,
It's just like
just continuing the bodyguard thing, and then like
Okay.
this whole debacle. Like Min doesn't know who the fuck Hans is, so at this point, Min is really more just leaning towards Irina's side about the whole thing.
I will just say that probably a lot of the rest of the roleplay is going to happen in the tavern tonight.
That's fine.
So if at any time you're like, I think Min would going to go check out the tavern, I'm like, we're cool with this. So yeah, let me move everybody to the tavern.
Like Min saw the whole argument between Vile and Virgil and was just like, my friends
The bees
are
are fighting.
I don't know what to do.
Also,
Why
Bello
am I
did the creepy finger wave to the toy man when we left too.
Okay.
As he, like,
black
thanked
screen,
you.
my favorite.
I know. I'm setting it up. Give me just a moment. I
As
need
a thank you for giving the thing to Vile.
He just like nods. Okay.
Min's got to remember to, I guess, go check on that at some point.
Yeah, tomorrow. Nope, we have a Virgil already.
How many Virgils do we want then?
Vile, you are
We
coming
can barely
inside.
stand the one.
Bello is
I
coming inside.
assume I would say we would probably be towards like the back, wouldn't we? Like over here.
Yeah, don't move too much because there's a lot more NPCs
than we
there
can
needs
see.
to be. Yes. Min, I'm just putting you here so you can see.
Okay.
Bello, I know you can't move. Give me just a moment.
Poor Bello.
I can't see either.
Poor
The
Bello.
gift potion.
Save setting.
I'm
There we
here,
go.
but I am not here.
You're not here. Okay, let me. So this way leads upstairs. This is like a little corner area by, like, this would be the most corner if that's what you're looking for.
Yes.
Yes, okay. So hold on, let me go remove the NPCs that you can't see that sit here. I'm just gonna set them outside. Okay. And I have a little thing for Hans.
Yes, hands.
Hands.
Ham.
So Hans is here. Whoops. Hold on. He's on the wrong layer. Give me a second. Belle, are you just coming straight in and sitting down?
Waltzing in like you
I
own the
am.
place.
There he is.
This is the man.
He's struggling.
No.
Look at this fucking gay vampire.
This gay vampire. He's a little bit
Also,
bigger than.
Virgil
Look
has
at-
yet to change out of his fancy clothes, so he's just straight up
Yeah.
walks in, cloak, cape,
He
full thing.
Look
He
at
probably
this
sits
fucking
one
Zuko
away
wannabe.
from Mithril, to be honest.
Understandable.
This Zuko wannabe gay
well.
vampire.
I love
In
him.
that case, I know where I'm going.
Right in between. Just turn yourself like cockeyed.
Hold on, I'll go turn off since we're all fucking like this.
The grid causes eternal suffering.
There we
The
go.
grid causes eternal suffering. Hans is has wine. Mithril has water. They have kind of sat down pretty recently. They're not, unless you are trying to
Oh,
talk
I
to
am.
Hans. What are you talking to Hans about?
So I understand if you're not particularly my biggest fan. I wouldn't be either, considering the circumstances of which we met. But I would like you to know that I don't want to like kill you.
I don't want to fry you
Whoops.
like an egg.
Hold on. I know that C is there. I'm
I
trying
look
to get
at them
everyone
all.
My NPC.
There we go. I just want to like show that like you guys are not talking in a private space.
Mithril doesn't talk loud anyway. We're fine.
That's fair. And he's like,
At a permanent,
On the
barely
other
whisper.
hand, Vile doesn't have vocal cords. Vile has fucking robot modulators.
I'm gonna put Min on the center of this.
Just laying out on the
Also,
table.
I assume Vile's not there yet. Like, Vile's still
No.
at
No, I
toy
think
shop.
it's more
I
just
just
so
put
you
you
can
in
see.
here.
Okay.
Yeah. Virgil is like getting here. Bella's not here yet either, but this is where Bella wants to be.
That's
So-
exactly where I'm going as soon as I do get here.
And as a show of good faith, I did put my sword like across the table from me.
That is very nice. However, he still is like you did like glow.
You can set yourself on fire.
He doesn't know the full extent.
He doesn't know the full extent, but he has an
He
idea.
feels fear.
For dramatic purposes, because I feel like that it would have added a lot more to it. Can we say that the whole spat between Vile and Virgil happened under rainfall? Because I
Yes.
feel like it raining as we left, and then talking about that is dramatic. And
I will let you guys
Okay,
have your
drama student
dramatic
derogatory.
rainfall moment.
Let the scraps fall.
So
Second day.
you're like Hans, I'm not going to kill you
Yes.
type of, and he's like, that is very nice.
Still don't believe you.
He almost wants to believe you. He's not very good at
Almost.
lying. So he's like, that is, thank you. I understand that could change rather quickly. I'm also not here with the intent to murder you.
I would like to see you try.
Again, Mithril trying to make jokes ends up just scaring Hans even more.
Hans is just like, or Mithril's just like,
I appreciate you not trying to kill me. I would not. I would follow suit and not attempt to do the same. And Mithril's just like, you wouldn't be able to anyway.
Hans was just like, I know that can change, and Mithril's just like, yes, but that all
Yes.
depends on you, doesn't it? Freaking
Hans
hand
does
in hand.
smile, but I will note that for the time in the tavern, Hans does not do his like grin with his teeth that he usually would do.
It's
when he was
probably for the
outside.
best. Him
For the
facing the door and showing his teeth sounds like a bad fucking idea.
Yeah. Well, he's more like he's like this. He can't sit in the
He's
chair
like
anymore.
crooked.
Yeah, he's like
feet on the
he's
table.
facing you, but there's a chair in between.
He's
you
like,
guys.
I need space so you don't catch me on fire.
Yeah.
Man,
Yes.
wouldn't it be awful if a clown just sat between you two?
Yeah, so are you anything else you would like to say to Hans before people start arriving?
I'm gonna ask him about his fucking boss lady. So,
About Ivana?
What's with your
What's with
your
your
boss wife?
What's with your dommy mommy?
I'm rather curious, I guess, about the woman you're traveling with. She seems rather upset with you often.
She seems nice.
Ivana is upset with me. That's kind of her thing, I think. She's not very social. There's a reason why I'm in here, and like she's not. So I don't think it's against me personally.
I
But
think she's
she's
just got bad bitch syndrome.
she's just I don't think she likes me very much. I think she doesn't like the way I've been treating this whole situation.
I'm gonna slide like some extra coin for fancy wine across the table and tell him like before you leave, buy her a nice drink too.
He's like, I do have a room in the tavern for tonight, but I will get her something.
I'm trying to make his boss like him.
Newsflash, it
Backfires.
doesn't work.
He comes back with 10 more scars next time you see him.
Well, you know, whatever. If he fumbles it, it's not on me.
He comes back. She didn't like that I was drinking on the job.
But yeah, so Ivana gets wine tomorrow, or the next time Hans leaves Velaki.
She deserves
Shows up
it.
in one of our. He shows up in one of our rooms in the middle of the night. I wrote up.
I got my ass beat.
This is about the time where Virgil would start arriving.
Pulls up like, yo, what's up? This is how he pulls up because it's fucking raining and he's wearing heavy clothes and he's just like, I fucking hate this.
He's like, I'm drenched. I'm tired. Where's
Yeah,
the booze?
Hans is like, he doesn't look happy.
He would unclip. Yeah, he looks. Virgil looks pissed, but not because of Vile. More pissed because of the of the situation. Like he perfectly understands Vile's position, but yeah, he like walks in. He's drenched. He's he's kind of dripping a bit. He makes sure to like dry out a bit. Like he unclips his cape and hangs it up on whatever.
They have like coat hangers.
Yeah, like on coat hangers. I think he would leave his sword. Like he would keep his sword, but then like when he gets over here, he would put it against the wall. But yeah, he like walks in, kind of a brisk pace, looks kind of pissed. But then he sees Mithril and Hans, and he like slightly brightens up because he's like, friends, drinks.
Hans is like
Friends,
eyebrow raised at
booze.
Virgil.
Yeah, he's like,
how
friends,
upset
alcohol.
are you?
On a scale of 1 to 10, Virgil is a solid 6.5.
6.
Pushing 7.
Cool.
Hans is immediately like dog tail between leg.
Yeah, I'd say Virgil like walks in and he like takes a seat like directly across from. Oh, look at that! Takes a seat directly across from Hans.
I want to make Hans a little bit smaller so he fits. There we go.
Hands.
And we have to turn Virgil.
How tall is Hans?
Hans is like 6 foot, is what I said.
Okay, bye, Velo.
I think you said he's like 6'2" almost.
6'2".
Yeah.
He's 6'1", right in the middle. That's not that
tall. 6'1's kind of tall if you consider the average.
The answer is Virgil's type.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Is it just me, or is Vile like bigger than everyone else?
Yes, Vile is bigger. I just didn't ring strength Vile. I have to do this on every map.
No, didn't you know? Didn't you know Vile's actually like 9.5 feet tall?
Yeah, joke's on you.
Vile was originally sized to match a different icon that I ended up switching out. Is what happened.
Okay. Because I was like,
weren't you the size of a square?
No, it's different.
Yeah, because I was like, all of the art was the same size, so I don't think it was the PNG. I made sure because they're all 6'6" by 6'6". I thought it was funny.
So, Virgil,
Get
you
it?
have the option
God.
of what are the types of wine? There's a fancy wine and a less fancy wine.
I think he picks up
fruit wine.
The fancy wine is 3
bottle.
The whole bottle. They don't have bottles.
They don't do bottle service.
Okay, he'll get
shit ass tavern is this?
One like decent tankard full of it then.
Okay. The fancier wine is called Red Dragon Crush. And this is also what Hans is drinking because he loves fancy wine.
Yeah. Virgil will drink that not because like he wouldn't know that Hans is drinking that.
Yeah,
Probably, 'cause he
no.
walked in, he's like drink, and then would
Drink.
sit at the table. So like he gets the same exact wine.
Hans, when you sit down, it's like, it looks like you had a fun time.
Virgil's like, I'm here to get plastered.
I'm here to get plastered.
Virgil
Why
was
are you
taking-
drinking wine then? Get some fucking meat.
They don't-
Virgil was taking
They
a drink
only have
as
wine.
he was sitting down, and then he's like, finish the drink, and he's just like, you could say that.
What kind of fucking tavern only has wine? Fucking ridiculous. I'm
Or
What
thinking.
kind of
Tavern.
You
country
know.
only has?
Where are you going, Bello?
Well, he's gone. He's leaving. He's determined that since this place has nothing but wine, he's done. Or they're done with Barovia.
Hans is like, well, it looks like you're missing about half of your party. So I can only assume.
The good news
Yeah,
is
Bello?
the good news is that Irina doesn't hate your guts, but she will not come near you at all. She decided to not be here
That's fair.
because of that. But I told her that you were keeping your distance for approximately the same reason.
If I can like leave. He's told this to Mithril once, but he's like, I can leave if I need to. For stop breaking the fucking map, Bello. I swear to God.
Bello, you about to get your leg privileges revoked.
I'm
You're
trying-
about to get your map privileges removed.
I'm trying to turn, but the little green dot is over my turny thing.
Oh yeah, that happens to me.
Does it change over here? No.
I was going to turn you partially so then it would move.
We're
Stop
all the
moving.
worst.
There you go. Anyway, Hans is just like, I can, if I need to head out at any point, just like let me know, and I can just.
And Virgil takes another drink and has kind of a deep sigh, and then looks at Hans, and then looks at Mithril on the back of Hans, and it's just like, Bio is very unhappy with both of us right now, Mithril.
Well,
That's the robot.
I wouldn't expect much considering I don't believe most of the party would be very pleased to hear that, you know, the paladin is hanging out with vampires.
How quiet? Can I assume that Mithril is talking quiet?
Mithril always talks super quiet.
Very quiet.
I can't
Okay.
see.
I know.
Okay.
You've
I
had
did
your
that on
eyes
purpose.
taken away.
You can have them replaced in a minute.
Virgil would continue and just be like,
You're in timeout.
I told them that that you and Hans weren't exactly the friends, and that it'd be more accurate to say that Hans and I were more like friends. I was attempting to deflect any blame they might have for you, because I know Vion's particularly fond of you, Mithril. I gave them the note that was left on them, and they do not believe that you helped them, Hans. At all. They said something about their mother helping them. I wasn't even aware that Vile had a mother.
I mean, to be fair, I can understand why they would not believe. Just considering the Warforged, the only other time they met me conscious was when Mithril had me, you know, grappled.
Mithril kind of snickers.
Yeah, well, at the very, they don't have to like you, but at the very least, ideally they should not be trying to actively kill you.
I
Though,
mean,
if they wanted to and they saw you, they could have tried, I guess.
I mean,
Progress.
it's not like you guys would be the first adventuring party to try to kill me.
Virgil gives like a dry scoff, or like a dry laugh.
He's just like shrug, like that's how it would be. So, I would not be too concerned about my safety because I
Has it
have
been a
ways
day
out.
yet? Can I talk shit about Strahd?
You are not with Strahd. Strahd made no requests to you that you can like.
Do I still consider him a good friend?
For the purposes of that encounter, I say that does not apply as much because you're not in an encounter with him.
Mhm.
Does that make sense? So if Strahd were to show up right now, but like, I've talked shit about my friends.
Well, I was mainly inquiring as to like when this morning did the Strahd encounter happen?
It would not be 20. The spell would not have worn off, or this, whatever. But if you are like, can Virgil be like, I hate Strahd? Yes, you can do that. I'm defining the spell more narrowly.
So
Then
basically, Strahd's
needs
thing
to.
was, you'll listen to basic requests from me and won't try to kill me. But other than that, free game.
If you're not round Strahd, I will be a lot more loose with it.
Okay.
There you go.
Um,
So
It has a
whatever.
stronger effect when you're in his presence.
Vile
Yeah.
is still bothered by Strahd's appearance this morning, and to be honest, who wouldn't be? I mean, I'm still bothered by it. I don't
Are you
particularly
talking
like.
to Hans or are you talking
Yeah, he's talking to Hans at this point.
Mithril, you're just fucking
Well, he's like talking at
Mithril's
at
Hans,
like
like
Hans.
Mithril, like
kind of mentally checked out anyway.
That's fair. Hans is just like, I don't blame you guys. Like, what do you want me like? I
Our
would be
boss is
freaked
kind of a
out
dick.
if Strahd just showed up too. I'm not
I-
upset at anybody for being freaked out because of it.
I even tried to tell them that you weren't the one to tell Strahd where we were. They didn't take that one very kindly either.
I'm not surprised.
They really don't like you at all.
That's fine.
You know,
Like,
part of that's probably Irina.
I'm used to that.
around this time is when Vile might start showing up. You're not here yet, but you're like approaching. So
You're like
you're at
approaching
the
close
tavern.
to the tavern. If you wanted to, you could
Yes,
go in.
you can now start. If Vile last minute is like, actually, I don't want to fucking go to the tavern, this is your last chance out.
Vile doesn't know that Irina went to the church, so
Yes.
Vile's gonna go into the tavern.
Yeah. Virgil, since you're facing away, Bello, are you right with Vile?
I don't know, am I?
Well, would Bello be any other reason to be otherwise?
Did you
I was
leave
making
the
a
toy?
joke because I can't see.
Oh yeah. I'll give you your sight back.
Bello would have been like right with Vile because I'm assuming Vile is excluding Bello from this whole vampire thing because Bello hasn't been mentioned at all.
No, so far Bello has been perfectly fine. Vile likes Bello.
Oops,
The
I almost
second
made you
Hans-
controlled by
The
sin.
second the second Bello walks in, waves at Hans. Vile's just like, "Boing,
Yeah, I
boing,
know.
boing."
In my head, that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, God, we're gonna go in here and Bello's gonna go sit next to Hans and Vile's gonna be pissed.
Fucking Kill
Yeah.
Bill type
Trail.
But
So
you could
Hans
also
is-
you could also look at it as I'm sitting between them so that Hans isn't too close to Mithril.
That don't make it better.
Hans does see the door open and like taps the table twice and it's like, speaking of which, I think they're here. Because Virgil can't see the door.
Vile
So
like
Vi-
when Bello sits next to Hans.
So
Vile,
Bello,
she's all my friends.
So Vile, are you like, or Bello, are you like gunning it to that chair next to Hans?
I think now that the time has actually come, Bello's going to wait and see where Vile is going to go.
Okay.
Because this little
So-
child needs to be accompanied.
Hans is very politely not making eye contact with Vile.
I
He's
think
all
Kyle would like stand at the door for a long time, looking around the tavern, just like, "Where's Irina?" Pointedly not looking at the table with the rest of the party, like, "Where's Irina? Please, Irina, be here." Doesn't see Irina, and then goes over to the table. I'm not in the Roll20 right now, by the way. My computer crashed. I'm on my phone right now,
Okay.
so I
that's
can't
cool.
control my
I'll
character.
Pretty sure
I-
Virgil would hear Vile fucking
Clink, clonk.
yeah.
and Virgil
Yeah.
would turn to Vile and just go, "Oh,
Oh,
expecting to. I thought you were going to be with Irina.
Here. Where is she?
She went to the church. I thought she told you."
Understood. No. As you saw, I walked away. She walked the other direction.
No. Virgil just
Um,
Vile mad at,
Virgil
is Vile
just
mad at
awkwardly-
Irina now too?
Virgil just awkwardly takes a drink.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
get up from the table
chugs wine.
and circle around towards Vile.
Okay.
Vile, I understand that you're not particularly happy with me right now, and I can totally see why,
Yeah.
but I do have something I need to tell you about the church that I don't think people need to hear.
Is it about the bones?
No, not exactly.
Is it about the bones?
About the bones.
Is it about the skeleton in the closet?
Gives like as close to a sigh as a robot can give.
The shoulders rise and drop.
Yeah,
Oh,
like Vile is clearly trying to make it seem that this is like exasperated.
with Vile being there, Virgil's like idly fiddling with the carved raven soap necklace that he got from Vile.
I will say, Hans is staring at the table. He is drinking, but as far as he's concerned, he's like, I'm not here because I don't want this robot to cause a scene in this tavern right now, so I'm just.
He's pulling a mom is yelling.
Yeah.
Must become invisible.
He's pulling a mom is yelling at the waiter.
But yeah, Vile is like looking at you, Mithril, like, lead the way.
I'm just going to like hold the door open and stand outside on the stoop because no one will hear us outside.
On that note, I'm gonna go over to the table and immediately start listening through my bell.
Mom is yelling at the waiter. Dear God, I hope nobody's recording this with their phone or something.
I think as Vile was walking away or something, Virgil would like vaguely mutter some form of apology that may or may not be heard from Vile. Can I have Vile roll a perception to see if they hear what Virgil's mumbling about, like an apology or something?
I am almost back in the Roll20. I can
Yeah, if you can roll
Hello.
perception
Don't
to
hear
see
me
if
say.
Vile hears Virgil, like, it's not that he's muttering it, it's just that he says it as Vile's walking away, so like it's one of those things that may or may not be caught.
Where are Vile and Mithril going?
Just outside on the stoop, so they're
Okay.
not within earshot of the townspeople. I'm not
Okay,
about to
sorry.
break this.
Walk away.
Roommate situation was happening.
You
I'm gonna say
hear you'd hear
no.
Virgil mumble something. You're not, or you hear Virgil speak, but you don't know what the fuck he said because you're already just like focused.
What'd you say to me,
gone.
bitch?
Yeah.
Vile turns
Whatever.
around and grabs Virgil by the lapels.
What-
Speak again?
Whatever you didn't hear, you could hear from his tone of voice that it was something genuine and sincere, at the very least.
I mean, Vile
don't
does
catch
not
what he
stop it
said.
or turn
I'm
around.
just saying, like you'd heard him speak. Don't know what the content of it was, but the tone was like sincere.
Honestly, it might be worse. Vile's like, oh, Virgil's being genuine with the vampire.
I mean, they're real funny.
Bello, are you sitting down? Are you getting wine and sitting down?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit away from them because I don't want. Bello at
You're
this
gonna
point
sit
is
here.
just like, I want to be favorites with the robot.
Hans gives Bello like a little like hand wave as Vile leaves.
Yeah, as soon as Vile's out the door, Bello's gonna do the little finger wave, and then I'm listening in the bell because I want to hear what they're talking about.
Nosy motherfucker.
Eavesdropping.
Yeah, so what are
I don't want the rest of the party to know.
okay.
Whoa.
I assume I know what you're telling Vile.
Yeah, the thing you told
Yes,
me
the
when
thing
I went to the church service.
Text in the
Right.
information. You guys can have a little side conversation. Hans is like, so how was the dinner?
Remember to text me as well, fool.
To dinner of us.
You can't hide anything from me.
To dinner of us. Lightning. I've learned the primary purpose of the festivals and how long they've been going. And I also learned that the Baron
Oh
very
god,
much
I
enjoys
lost
the
the
sound of his
message.
own voice a lot. Bertel kind
Huh?
of smiles.
How did I lose the message? I literally just
Hold
had
on.
it. Can I not read?
Can you
I'm
not
not blind.
How did I lose this?
Hold on, I'm looking.
There it is.
It's right. Yeah, it's right above that GIF. Okay, there you go.
Jiff.
GIF. I'm gonna remove Min's site next.
DM slowly blinds us one by one.
Hans, when you say like the purpose of the festivals, Hans is just like finds it funny. He's not like laughing, but he's like, ain't it funny?
Listen, it's not my fault if people pronounce words wrong.
Shut the fuck up. He's like, what is the next festival they're doing? I did not see.
It's a festival of the burning sun.
I'm sure
Keep
Mithril
Strahd
will
in
love
their
that.
pathway. Oh, the Baron already essentially voluntold them that they were going to participate in the festival.
Voluntold.
Along with Bello.
Yeah, but Bella always participates.
There you go.
By choice.
There you go.
When Virgil says, oh, Hans looks at Bello and is like, Bello can't hear anything, can...
No, I can only hear what's going on outside right now.
Outside, yeah. Hans like looks at Bello and is like, oh, yeah. Oh, he goes back to Virgil and he's like, yeah, Bello's been in and out of Blocky for as long as for a while. Definitely.
Definitely time.
Definitely time. He's like,
definitely time. I don't even know. It's kind of hard to keep track of them.
As far as I understand, Bello spent a lot more time here once the festival started off.
I can imagine why.
Yeah, I think they like the attention.
Weird, creepy clown.
We also learned that the reason why people are stuck in the stocks is because they're not happy.
Chronic unhappiness, yeah.
And therefore they have to be rendered happy
Punished.
again. So I don't see how being tossed in stocks make anybody happy after getting out. It's a very strange village, this.
I don't like this village very much. He says this very quietly.
me and Vile having a mini argument on the stoop, staring at each other.
Send it to me at the end.
I think I can understand.
Why am I sideways out here?
I don't quite like it either.
It's
I'm learning
sideways.
that when one is taken out of situations where you have to be upkeeping a reputation of being noble or something, I forgot how it feels. I don't like it.
Like, when you mention like nobility, it's like, so how noble were you for where you're from. I'm making like whenever Mithril and Vile want to come back in, just let me know.
Virgil
By the way,
sighs, and he's just like, I'm considered a royalty where I'm from. I'm considered a prince.
Hans
I
like
command,
raises eyebrows.
I command a battalion of men in our military campaigns.
Well,
Like
you
my
did.
father. I did. I left. I don't know what happened to my battalion or my men. I'm a baron of my mother's homeland.
While this is talking, Hans is now buying his own drink of the fancy wine. He has finished his first like pint or whatever. He's like, wine time.
It's funny, my family, our royalty goes back 400 years.
Hans like listens. It's like, it's very obvious that you came from high nobility, but I was not expecting a prince.
Most people don't. Which is actually, sorry, he goes, I'm surprised, but since most people I meet tend to know who I am exactly by looking at me, it's actually quite, liberating. Not
Yeah, your
having people
family's
know
not
who I
here.
am.
Refreshing.
Well,
Most nobility that comes through here, we don't know them.
it's quite refreshing, actually.
That's good, I guess.
I'll be
Hans is
honest, I don't particularly like all the attention that being a prince draws.
yeah, it can get tiring being fancy.
Virgil kind of laughs at that and takes another drink. I had to break all that out again for the Baron.
He's like sighs when you say the Baron. He's just like, ugh.
Frantic keyboard
Not a fan of
slapping in the
the Baron.
background.
I imagine.
No, not much of a fan of anybody in this. That's fancy and important anyway.
Yeah, they're very interesting people. They mentioned a son, but I didn't see
Victor.
him anywhere. Yeah, Victor. Didn't see him
Victor.
anywhere.
Yeah, he tries. He doesn't like being seen, from what I understand.
I see.
Have you only met the Velakoviches? Did you meet the other noble families here?
There
Yeah,
are other noble families.
there's one.
I was not aware of that.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll meet them soon.
We met, we all went to the church, right, when we first got here?
Not all of you. You did
all of
not.
us. Did Virgil go? I don't remember.
No.
Okay.
Virgil went to the tavern.
Right. Virgil would be like, oh, we met the toy shop man.
Mr. Blinksy.
Yes, he didn't seem to be
Yes.
aware that he was making dolls of real people until Irina walked in.
Hans is like, he's like thinking. Like, you can see him, like, you can see the gears turning in his brain. And he's like, oh. Yeah, he was making dolls of her, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Virgil knew who they were commissioned by, right?
No.
You did not learn that they were commissioned
You-
by Monster Hand and McGee.
No.
Yeah, I don't know who commissioned them because it was quite obvious that Irina did not.
Oh, was Irina there with you guys at the toy house?
Yeah,
That's unfortunate.
the toy maker
That's unfortunate.
the toy
That's
maker seemed
unfortunate.
pretty shocked that he was making dolls of real people.
Yeah, he's a
He didn't-
nice guy.
So he's mentioned. That's funny. I asked him about why all his dolls are so sad and have no happy faces. And he said that all the children like him that way. that makes them happy. He seems
Toys.
to
His
really
toys
like to
aren't
make people happy.
unusual for Barovia.
No? Is that
No,
the typical look for them?
those are normal, yeah.
Every day. Every time I learn something new about Barovia, I understand just how strange this land truly is.
Every time I learn something new about Barovia, I realize, God, this place fucking sucks.
Yeah. Yeah, Hans is like, no, those are like normal toys. Like I had Mr. Blinksey's toys when I was little, or not Mr. Blinksey's, but same type of toys.
I was like, how fucking
No.
old is Mr. Blinksy? Holy shit.
Oh man,
no,
I
same
loved
type.
Man is eternal.
when I
Like,
was
also,
little.
like,
I loved my
Guillotine.
My Little Gallo.
There's always
Yeah.
been a Mr.
250.
Blinksy, but it's been 7 different men.
Yeah, it's been 7 different
Like,
men.
I remember Mr. Blinksy from 220 years ago when I was a wee lad.
Ah yes, Mr. Blinksy, the worst, most powerful lich Barovia has
Yeah.
ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, those are normal. Like, I had toys like that when I was a kid.
Are they unique to Valaki? Or is it everywhere
No.
in Barovia?
I'm pretty sure they're everywhere. Or at least now they are.
To
I don't
ask,
know when I was a child.
where are you
Okay.
from, anyways?
I wrote down where he's from. Hold on. He is actually just from the village of
He's just straight from Barovia.
He's from like where you got like Irina from.
Yeah, I'll give you the transcript of
That's
the
where he's.
conversation too.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If there was, I'm just like sitting here like, God, if there was like yelling going on, you would just hear muffled through the door, and everybody's
Yeah.
just like, what the fuck?
How loud are you?
I honestly don't think loud at all.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a very stern, but like those like stern, quiet arguments that you know people have, and you know it's a real shit.
I wouldn't even
They're
say it's
whispering,
much
but
of an
they're
argument.
just a
No.
discussion.
Just a very firmly worded discussion. I don't know. I'm just fucking around.
Okay. Viola, I assume you are heading.
I go to the
to-
church.
Take me to
Okay.
Snurch.
I'll
I
Take
go
her
to
snurch
to
up
church.
like a snog.
Mithril, are you coming back inside?
I'm gonna come back inside only to say like,
Sword in here.
yeah, say like, hey, I'm sorry, you know, I apologize for my rudeness, whatever. Grabs sword, briskly walks out.
Hans is like, thank you for the drink.
Thumbs up
Everybody's
behind
like,
me.
Okay.
Well, I'm bored of these gays, so I'm gonna leave.
Yeah.
With Mortar.
I assume you're leaving with Mithril. Okay, is everybody going to the church?
Snake
I'll
me to
come back to
snurch.
your gay
What's Min
vampire.
doing? Like Min's just
Min
strip
is-
dancing on a table.
No, Min is
In
at the
front of
church.
table.
Yeah, I've been at the church.
And it's just you, like in the tavern, you're popped up in the middle of a table,
Yeah.
standing up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is Min like getting some money on the side? Like,
Good for men.
Min's secret life as a fucking
Stripper. Yeah.
pole dancer.
Pole dancer. So everybody is heading to the church or is at the church, besides Virgil and Hans. who are- We'll go to church.
To be fair, I mean, Min is kind of dressed like a pole dancer.
You guys are at the church. There
Wait,
is
does the church always have a map?
the
Yeah.
church does not have a map.
New map.
We're just outside the tavern.
You're just outside the tavern.
Oh, this is okay. I haven't seen outside the tavern. Never mind.
There is 10 adults and
I'm not going in the church. I am outside the church.
11 children. There's 10 adults, 11 commoner children inside the church with you, Min and Irina. Who is, like, are you guys going to the church? What are you guys doing here?
I mean, was just kind of following Irina's lead, so I mean, I imagine I'd be like chatting with Irina, or like that was kind of my plan, was just kind of following Irina's
Yeah.
lead, mostly just making sure like it's nighttime and like we're going to the church, but like I'm the only party member here, so
Yeah, nothing has happened really. Irina, like, the priest lets Irina have like one of the more private like side rooms.
mm.
There's a couple like actual beds and like a meeting area off to the side in the church, and so Irina kind of has one of those spaces to herself. Vile, are you going into the church?
Yeah, Vile would be going in.
Okay, Bello, are you going into the church?
Is Miffle going to church?
I'm going to the church, but I'm not going in the church.
I think I'm just gonna hang out with Mithril because Mithril seems fun.
Hey, Void,
Hmm.
can you calculate the distance between the tavern and the church for me?
Far.
Far enough. Farther than your.
Farther than I can communicate with my familiar, but probably just have my familiar vibing with Mithril then.
Bird on
It's
me
about.
head.
I'm trying to kind of like characterize my familiar as still having its own amount of.
It's about half a mile away.
Okay, I mean, I'll probably just have it there.
Okay.
Like it can like I can still talk to it, like
Mhm.
when it's within 100 feet, but when it's like not, like it can just do really whatever it wants. So I'm just having it hang out there. Same,
Okay.
bro.
They just keep getting louder.
Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. Min or Vile, you're going into the church. Min, you probably see Vile enter. Vile, what's the situation?
What's the
Vile would
sitch?
go to find Irina specifically. Like
Okay,
literally opening doors until they find
it's
Irina.
easy. You see Min. Min is by where Irina is.
Yeah, we just chatting.
They're just like chilling.
Yeah, then
Irina
Vile
has
would
like
just
a book she's talking about.
go over, sit down.
Okay. Irina's like, "Hi, Vile."
The robot toddler is here.
Yeah. Kind of like,
Yeah, hi.
where did you run off to?
Oh, I went to go see if my doll was made because I thought it'd be
Oh.
nice to have.
Yeah, I thought it would be made tomorrow. I'm sorry.
Oh no, it's okay. The guy, he was very nice. Also, I got to see his monkey again, and I love his little monkey. It's so cute. He also gave me, and Vile's gonna pull out their little like sewing kit that the guy gave them, and just be like, "Look, he gave me this, so I'm gonna try and learn how to sew."
I can help you learn.
Oh, do
Most
you know how to
people.
do it?
Yeah, I mean, I know I can't make like anything super nice, but I know how to patch.
She's like, I can do a
And
ladder stitch.
I can do basic stuff like if she like she can make very basic garments and she can patch clothes she has.
Would Min know how to sew from being in
I
the monastery?
I don't think it would be unreasonable for men to know how to sew, at least somewhat.
Like at least for the purpose of mending or making
Mending,
basic
yeah.
clothing.
So she's like, yeah, I can teach you at least how much I know.
We're gonna have a
Oh,
little
that would be
sewing club
great.
together.
Sewing
That would be
circle.
so nice. My
So-
dad never let me learn how to sew because he said that since he knew the spell mending, sewing was a useless and time wasting task. But I think
You
it's nice.
see Irina like roll her eyes. She's like, okay,
Your father
your
sounds like
dad
a
was
dick.
wrong. No offense, but everyone needs
You-
to learn how to sew.
tool.
He was wrong about a lot of things. Okay, here's the secret. You two can't tell anybody, okay?
Okay.
One time I read his journal. He's wrong about a lot of things.
What types of things is he wrong about?
Well, he thinks that I don't do anything during the day. He said that I do nothing but waste time. But I did a lot back then, Like, because I don't sleep, so I did a lot while he was asleep, and he never knew. So I think he just didn't know how good sleep was.
Probably. Oh, what is your intention of you guys being out? Is the intention that everybody here except for Virgil is sleeping at the church?
No.
Like, no. We're just here right now?
I would hope. It was like fucking 12 gold. No, I'm kidding.
I
It
mean,
was literally my entire gold stores to buy us fucking 6 beds.
I'm
mean-
just like, I'm sitting here, I'm like, what is. Everybody just kind of went.
I'm gonna DM you a question.
Okay, DM me a question.
Min's
But yeah.
goal was mostly like to, escort Irina to the church,
Irina.
but then decided to stick around and, hang out and chat and things like that. Min
Yeah, but
figured
that's the wrong
probably
chat.
I know you
Min-
guys said you weren't looking at this muted
Oh.
chat, so I put it in the other one.
Min
Min
figured that either eventually we'd leave and then Min would escort Irina back to the tavern, or Irina would choose to stay here and Min would go back to the
Shouldn't have
tavern.
watched the video. Sorry.
Hold on, I'm looking something up for.
Oh, this fucking video.
I wasn't sure what kind of church it was, so I didn't know.
Hey, the bottle of scump. Ah!
Yeah, so
Seven in your goddamn memes.
Vile, are you you want to start sewing now?
Yeah, I think so. Just like with little scraps, if Irina's willing to teach, Vile would be like, so how do you do this?
So she starts with just the really basics. She's just showing. She's kind of with the intent to let Vile make dolls more than make clothes, because she's kind of this robot doesn't need clothes. I don't think.
Legally, Vile does not need clothes.
So, I don't know. Maybe I'll have Irina make a performance check, teach, or an intellect check to teach.
I mean, I'd say Min would be assisting, so
Okay.
however you wanna. We'll teach the robot together.
Irina?
Fuck yeah.
No, this is her. Where is her named in? There we go. Sorry, I'm looking for Irina's. Thangy.
What are the stats of this woman?
What do you like to know?
Weather.
Weather boy. Weather squirrel.
Weather squirrel. Weather girl.
Weather girl. Okay. So, blank. I'll give her advantage because you're assisting. I don't know what I rolled. 16.
Yeah.
I'd say enough to teach Vile the basics.
Yeah, like with Min and Irina helping, Vile learns how to do just like a running stitch.
Yeah, just the very basics right now. Maybe you sew you practice just making stitches and it makes a little heart, something cute. Something really
There's
basic.
a whole world of stitching out there. I don't know.
Yeah, is that what you guys are just doing for now? Bello and Mithril, what are you doing once Mithril has done the thing?
What was the thing that Mithril did?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weather Boy?
Well, I assume Bello is with...
Yeah, I'm fucking with you. I was doing a perimeter around the outside of the church. Should I roll an insight or something for that?
You wanna... No.
Okay. I figured I shouldn't. I think... I guess I'll go in the church and just sit in like the back pew. No one look at me. No one perceive me. I'm not here. I am
My
furniture.
pronouns are no and buddy. Do not perceive me.
Yeah, there's like people like are getting ready to sleep here. Like you can chill in one of the pews, but like a lot of the pews have been like shifted over against the walls for the night to make places for people to put out bedrolls. Also, Sunny, I responded to you. Um,
People wanting to sleep.
People, yeah, they're not like sleeping yet, but they're like preparing. There's like some kids running around. They're playing board. A couple of them are playing board games. Like you're like some of the kids like stop and stare, but if their parents nudge them, they like move on.
I give
Nobody's
them
giving
a
you
nice little wave if the kids
a
stop
nice
and
little
look at
wave.
me.
Father is running around doing like a couple things, and he's like, "Oh, Mithril, I didn't see that you came in."
Hmm. Hello, Father. How are we doing tonight? You seem to have your hands full.
Oh, I have my hands full every night. Some of the people of Valaki either have nowhere else to go or they feel safer here, so we set up the church so that everybody has a place to sleep where they feel safe.
Hands are perpetually full.
Well,
Hands are perpetually full.
yeah. Well, if there's anything I can do to help, I would be happy. I'm just here watching over the rest of my traveling companions because some of them were feeling a bit uneasy.
He nods and he's like, "Actually, like, will you help me like move this pew over?"
Fucking
There's more
picks it
people-
up with one hand.
Yeah,
Hot.
just like stuff like that.
Yeah, of course. If he
We
needs
see
lifting.
Mithril walk in.
The door is open, so if you are looking towards the door, you could. If you guys are just super into sewing, like you guys
I don't think Vile would notice.
Serious sewing time.
serious
Listen,
sewing.
you
time.
gotta get those stitches right.
Fuck
Did
yeah.
Bello come in? Did Bello come in?
Yeah.
Okay, people are like surprised the clown can come in.
Who let the clown in?
They're like, damn, that guy, not a fiend?
Yeah. They're like, what?
Shit.
So you hear some of the kids that are like, "Mama, the clown is back."
Do I hear the kids say that?
You do hear the kids say that.
I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and walk over to the kid.
What are you saying to the kids?
I stick my sword through one of them.
Mithril's about to add one to their child debt.
I'm gonna like crouch down and like I'm gonna lift up the veil. Hello, little one. Are you okay?
He's like, this kid is like 6. He was like, "Mama, the clown is back," and then it's like,
What the
He's
fuck
like,
is that?
"What the fuck?" And he was like, I'm okay. Why do you ask?"
Oh, you seemed a little worried about my friend Bello, and I just wanted to make sure you were feeling comfortable. And if Bello's causing problems, I can talk to them for you.
I just I
This
don't
kid,
really
the
like.
kid, the second Mithril and Bella walk in.
He's like, I don't really like their clown mask is really scary for me. I don't like it very much. The expression doesn't change.
I'm gonna like smile gently at the kid and turn around and beckon honk honk bitch over.
Honk honk, bitch.
Yeah, Bella would come over.
Bello, I think your appearance, while I know that you're not harmful, freaks out these little ones. I was wondering if maybe you could tell them you're not here to scare them.
Maybe stop being such a weird ass creep.
Mithril loves kids.
Bello also loves kids.
Damn it! I was hoping you were going to ask for Bello to take off their mask.
Absolutely not. I don't want to unleash an eldritch horror in front of these children.
Well, I was gonna use. If it were allowed, I was gonna use something like disguise self or something, and just take my head off.
Ah! No. You make a poor kid pee their pants.
You would be asked to leave.
I would ask you to leave.
You just want me to say that I'm not there to scare them?
Yeah, do something. Make the kid laugh. You're a clown.
Let's see, do I have any extra little bells?
You have a bag of holding of bells.
Well, I've been keeping track of my bells.
Okay.
I
There
do
might
have
be
another
some noise,
bell.
by the way. Hold on. Continue, but I'm going to be muted for a second.
Okay. I think Bello is going to juggle a couple of bells.
There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. See, Mithril just had to break out the puppy dog eyes.
Works
Oh
every
no!
time.
If you had asked me to do literally anything else, I would have scared the piss out of this kid.
Oh, I knew how to ask to not scare the child.
Not scare the child.
And then once I'm done juggling the bells, I'm gonna hand one of them to the little kid and like jingle it a little bit.
He does not look like he loves Bello, but he does look like he's not going to. Like when Bello first walked up, he was like.
Oh, it's getting closer.
This fucking kid just dies of a coronary.
Oh, I gotta add one more to the child debt.
Just, Bello, come tell this child that you're not going to scare them. Bello walks up.
He's like, thank you. And he kind of goes back to his mom.
I wave at the parents.
The parents are like, they're not mad at, they're like, you know when it's like, I can't tell if you're a bad influence on my kid? You're getting that sort of glare.
Bello's gonna wave at them too.
I'll make the town like the clown.
Wave back at the clown. Yeah, so what are you... Okay, you're helping move pews out of the way. Bella, what are you doing once you give this bell to the clown? Are you just chilling? Bell to this child, sorry.
All characters are clowns till proven otherwise.
I mean, does Mithril want some help moving these pews?
I mean, if you want to help, Mithril's not gonna tell you no. But if you want to just do something else, you can also do something else. Mithril isn't gonna explicitly ask you, because it's like, does Bello care about religion? I don't think so.
I mean, it's not too many pews you move anyway, and basically the priest is like, will all of you be sleeping here tonight?
Well, I think I'll have to discuss with the rest of the party, because I'm not sure if they want to sleep here or if they were going to go back to the rooms that we had rented at the tavern. We were entertaining a guest that some people weren't particularly a fan of. We had a conflict with them recently, and I owed them a debt. And some people didn't quite enjoy that, so we'll see.
He's like, okay, just like let me know, so I have like a head count. Father Petrovic is just like, needs to do a head count before everybody goes to bed.
He's like, I don't give a shit what's going on with you. Just let me know if you're staying or not.
Pretty much, yeah.
I didn't ask for your fucking life story, Jesus.
Mithril has a problem with oversharing, can you tell?
Yes. So, are you guys
Very good.
going to the party?
Mm,
Talk to the sewing circle?
would we know where they are?
Yeah, I mean, you can probably hear Vile, if I'm being completely honest. They're not, like, quiet. Obviously, Irina understands the bones aren't there, and understands that's bad, but she's, like, she knows Father Petrovic, so she's kind of okay, like, chilling here.
I guess I'll go linger outside the door and give a little wave. Like, hello, I'm here.
Hello.
Do the wave.
Irina waves, like, hello.
Kyle
There.
does not look up from their sewing.
Fully absorbed.
What if Bello comes over and ruffles the little bow on Vile's headband
Vile's
a little
not
bit?
wearing it right now.
Oh,
Oh, clank.
Grab Vile's head.
just grab.
Buff Vile's head with a rag.
Irina's like, so, what's the plan for tonight?
Well, while I'm not personally comfortable with you staying here, it of course is your choice. We did rent you a room for you and Min and Vile to all stay in together. But if you prefer to be here, that's fine, and I was just going to stand guard outside for the night for you.
Do you know if your guest is still in the tavern?
I do not know currently if he's still there. I assume that if I came back and I told him to leave, he would make himself rather scarce because he seems to be incredibly afraid of me for good reason.
I don't mind if we want to go back to the tavern, especially if we paid for it. I don't mind that much, but yeah, I would rather he make himself scarce before I go in.
Well, what do the rest of you think? Because obviously we all have to stay somewhere, so stares at the other two.
I'm sorry, what?
Vile and Min, I swear to God.
Vile is not looking at Mithril very specifically.
You don't gotta look at me, but I sure as hell am talking to you.
Irina like looks at Vile, like puts a hand over Vile's sewing for a second, just like politely. And is like, you want to go back to the tavern to sleep? They bought us rooms.
Oh, I don't sleep, so wherever you want to go, I'm happy to go too.
Irina looks up like this entire party is so indecisive, Mithril.
So,
God, I'm
before,
just a bunch of fucking bottoms.
before
Yeah.
Vile learns that Irina was like, oh yeah, Virgil, you can be friends with Hans, just don't come near me at all. Vile's like, oh, my friends have betrayed me. Oh boy, here I go killing again.
So far, Min and Bello have not made friends with the vampire.
You know of.
Is
know
That
of.
I know of.
I think I missed something. So
Betrayers.
is Irina choosing to stay at the church, or
Irina kind of feels bad that people would pay for a bed and then not sleep in that bed out of anything. But if people were like, we want to stay in the church, then she would stay. But she's leaning towards going to the tavern simply because people paid for it.
I mean, yeah, like if we're gonna I mean, if we're leaving, yeah, Min will go to the tavern. That's probably where Min would prefer to sleep anyway.
Well, awesome. Then. Well, I'll go and make sure that our guest makes himself scarce, and I'm sure that Bello will be able to tell you when he's gone. Wouldn't you, Bello? Why don't you stay here with them? Stairs.
Bello's just gonna jingle at you.
Jingles miserably.
Does a little jingle that pisses you off.
Alright, I guess I'm going back to the tavern to deal with the gays.
The gays.
Y'all better not be fucking when I get back.
They're not fucking. I promise.
Yet.
Yet. Are you coming back inside? I imagine, Sunny, this conversation is going to last longer than we have so far when this.
Huh?
I'm going. If you want, you can have that conversation that for your text chat last longer than what it is in game time that we've finished. But yeah, they're like still there. They're kind of drinking. They're still like they're just in their spots. They're still drinking, like
Have
talking.
they managed to get drunk yet?
Hans has not. Hans is on like his third drink.
Good for him.
Good for him.
I'd say Virgil's on like the second or almost third. Virgil holds his liquor just as well as I do, which is to say, I would need like at least 7 to be like fucked up beyond recognition.
I don't want to talk
Especially
about
for wine.
how much money Hans is willing to spend tonight on wine. I'm just.
I'm sure he's perfectly fine with drowning every single
Yes.
sorrow he has in like
He's
12
just-
glasses.
Hans fucking loves wine.
He's so fucking valid.
Man made for Virgil, bro.
But he's like, he sees Mithril come back and he gets like, and he's like,
He's a-
so, are you guys like? When he sees Mithril, he's like, so what's the situation? Has anybody died? He's trying to be funny.
God, he's so fucking dumb.
He's so fucking stupid. Mithril's going to like walk up next to him. That's the tavern one of things, God. Walk up to next to him, get behind him, and death grip one of his shoulders. Now, while I'm sure
This man
you're
dies now.
well, you're having a lovely night, and I know for a fact that Virgil here is fantastic drinking company. You're going to have to make yourself scarce, or I'm going to have to do something I don't want to do.
I'll make myself scarce.
He's so
As soon as
scared.
there's a pause,
And
you, like Virgil, since you're sitting across from him, when you see Mithril grab his shoulder really hard, you see Hans just like stiffen.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna die.
Virgil
He's
stands
like
up.
rocks when we touch them.
Virgil stands up and lays very gently a hand on Mithril's shoulder and just says, I believe he got this message.
Like, I'll make myself scarce. He actually goes up and talks to like the people, like where he rented, like the person he rented the room from, and he's just like, I have my room by myself, so if you guys want to kill me, at least do it there, so it's not embarrassing. Okay, I'm gonna go. He gets one more thing of wine and he goes up to his room and he is gone.
Hold on, before he goes,
Hmm.
just make sure we don't see you before we leave, okay?
Do you guys know when you're leaving?
Do we know when
Or
we're
someone-
leaving?
You don't. Well,
Well,
he can
before
tell
the
you
festival. Before the festival.
before the festival. He's
Yeah.
like, just don't be seen here.
Yeah.
And like, okay. He's like, cool. I will make myself scarce for the rest of your guys' enjoyment of Valaki. He says that very sarcastically.
Like, I don't want to have to commit violence on this man, but if he is seen here and everyone else sees him, I'm gonna have to commit violence against this
Hans
man.
is very good at not being seen when he actually wants to be.
If Mithril, like, is looking at Virgil, Virgil's, like, finished off his drink, he's cleaning up, taking drinks to the counter, but you'll notice his eyes linger ever so slightly between the two of you, just like,
Huh? Please don't kill him.
And then he just watches Hans walk away and like gives like a little wave,
Yeah.
and then
Hans is kind of like when you guys leave in the morning, like he tells you where his door is. Just like knock. So then he knows that he can leave the tavern and go be scarce. Basically, is what he's asking.
That's probably for the best.
That's probably for the best. So is everybody coming back to the tavern to sleep? I assume so.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd let him know
Okay.
that we're.
You
Hey,
actually have
sleepy time.
you have to go outside up the stairs to go here. I'm gonna put Hans into his room so I remember that this is his room. Hans, you go there.
Bye.
I'm gonna
Bye,
goodbye.
Hans.
I assume you guys are going to bed, or are you guys hanging out in the bottom, like in the tavern part?
I assume Virgil probably wants to ask what the fuck is up with
Yeah, but
Mithril
does
and
Virgil
Hans.
want to do that in public?
yeah, Virgil is not like Virgil perfectly understands what Mithril's doing. Like Virgil 100% understands, watches it. He's just like, you know, he's not all that bad, surprisingly. Unlike most things here in Barovia.
You
Anyways,
know, he's kind of a himbo.
he's kind of dumb, you know.
He's kind of an idiot.
Am I to assume that Irina is coming back then?
Yes.
Well, the reason I had to threaten our, I don't really want to call him a friend, associate, is so that he got the message to Hai so that she would be more comfortable.
Yeah, I don't believe Irina nor Vi would be very happy to see him if he was here. So
They don't
that
need
was
to be
probably,
there.
that was probably smart. Then otherwise he may not have gotten the exact message of hide as opposed to just leave. Two very different things.
Yeah.
Mithril nods solemnly, like, I didn't want to have to do it, but I do what I must.
Would Mithril have told Virgil anything about how they like their sleeping stuff set up? Because I feel like Virgil would have tried his best to like prepare it in ways that every person would have preferred. Like he personally, once he reserved the rooms, went up and was like, okay, this goes here, this is here.
Also, I will say I know there's only 2 beds in these rooms. Pretend there's 3.
I want
Doesn't even Willow just stands in the corner like a fucking
Yeah.
lamp.
That's true. Bello and
Bello
Vile
doesn't. Bello and Vile don't need beds, so it's perfect. Mithril wants the bed closest to the door. Mithril never wants to sleep where they can't see a door.
Okay. You're closest to the door. I've put you there. Unfortunately, Bello is also there.
That's fine. I'm fine with Bello.
I'd say Virgil, as they're upstairs, would have been like, oh, and then he would leave and then come back up carrying both his sword and his cape in tow.
Forget sword.
Yeah.
Also, just so you guys know, I'm just gonna do it for Virgil. This is Hans's room right there.
Like
So
right.
you can tell. Yes, like right there.
Oh. Where's
So he's a lot.
Irina's and theirs is like up here, right?
No, theirs is
Or
like
is
right
it up
here.
Oh, so right next door to ours.
What
So there's
Irina
a room
doesn't
between
know
us.
can't hurt her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Virgil.
Who is in here?
Is
Bello, get the fuck out of Hans's
Bello,
bedroom.
leave.
Virgil is good enough friends with Mithril and Bello that like also he's a military man. They don't fucking give a shit. So he's like took off his shirt and like changed into a night shirt and shit like that.
The
Like,
most
if any of you
Mithril does is take off their shoes.
Yeah, like, if any of you have any like hang up, like if Mithril would be like, what are you doing, Virgil?
What the fuck are you doing?
Virgil's like, I'm
Changing?
Hey, he's
Getting
like,
ready for bed?
He's like, I'm just changing, getting ready for bed.
Changing. So, We can
He kind of
incest
just
in
leaves
here.
his shit just dripping. It's still wet. Like this is like, you know those kinds of clothing materials that just don't dry for a while.
This is
Considering
Travis
the-
every day.
Here, Mithril's gonna like grab your hands at it. If you want, I can dry it for you.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking
Considering
incinerate.
we're headcanering that it was, fucking pouring down rain
Pouring
out
rain.
there.
Yeah.
It's raining cats and dogs.
Can I use radiant consumption without the Bernie to dry his coat?
Yes, I'm gonna officially call session here, so I can just tell like Rose that like they're like I'll still be on call, but just so that their guests know that we're not official anymore. So okay,
Yeah, okay, then I'm gonna wrap up stream. So thank you all for coming and watching today, and we will be
Bye.
back next week with more bullshit. Thank you.
Bye, stream.
Bye.